Hello, you're listening to Reviewing History, your comedy history podcast. I'm filmmaker and teacher Brian Rupert, joined here by...
As always, Steve Medegliac.
And?
Angie.
What's up?
And we're joined here today to do a movie that I've wanted to do for a while.
Hurry up. Let's go.
It's so important Angie is cracking open a bottle of scotch to do it.
You better say what that actually is. It's single malt Scotch whiskey. It's a Glenlivet 12.
This is Glenn.
Okay.
This is Glenlivet.
I don't know
He's
what
gonna
that
pour
means.
first as a gentleman because that's what gentlemen do. Thank you, sir. That's perfect.
I find this to be reprehensible and disgusting.
Well, you're wearing a Dare shirt, so we were like, "Fuck this guy."
Guys,
how about you dare to fucking be a man? Cheers.
you guys broke your vow to dare,
Salute.
Salute.
and I've honored it and kept my word to the Dare Lion.
Oh, fuck, man.
That is fucking
That is
good.
so good.
Yes.
I'm topping myself
Yes.
off a little bit.
man.
I feel like you have like a slight more than me. And
This
I wanna,
is
There you go.
this
There
is
we
going
go.
off the rails
There you
quick.
go.
Oh my God! You
All
sure
right.
you don't want this? Tastes like
This
heaven.
is phenomenal.
No, I'd puke.
All right.
You wouldn't. I
Why would
promise.
you puke? Why are you insulting
Why would you
Glenlivet
puke? Yeah.
like that?
Just alcohol in general. It's disgusting. My drink of choice is temperance. I would never kiss you guys.
Lips that touch Glenn
shall
shall never touch men.
Yes. That should be the motto. Like they
fantastic,
market
yeah.
themselves as straight dudes, you know?
Yeah.
like if you want to
might
be
add-
straight, you
I
drink
might
Glen.
add a drop of water to this. You know what I mean? I got a water with
I want
it.
to smooth it out.
A little bit.
What a pussy's watering down his
look,
alcohol.
Ready?
Nice.
Okay.
That's it. Not even a full cube.
Aren't you supposed to put ice cubes
You're
in?
supposed to put a splash of water.
Ice would be good.
Ice or a
I
splash.
wouldn't
Yeah.
of
mind
water.
some ice.
You drink it however you want.
Whatever.
However you
Okay.
want.
I am an American, so I enjoy my ice.
One time, I had a bad day in high school, and I was like, I gotta get drunk, and I raided the family liquor cabinet, and I drank like every random alcohol I could find in there,
Oh my god.
including a scotch.
smart.
That's not smart.
The end result of this was me vomiting into the sink profusely.
That little bit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, very little.
All right. I'll give
Very
it a shot.
little?
I got my own water.
If you're not like, I know there's a lot of people who are very picky about scotch and how they do it, like their whiskey, like certain temperatures and certain amount. It's however you want, but that little bit of water just opens it up a little bit, makes it a little bit smoother, makes it a little bit more tasty.
There is a difference.
It's a difference.
There's a difference.
The burn is it subsides a little bit. It's nice.
Anyway.
All right, we're here
We
to
have a
talk
show
about
to do.
Napoleon.
Oh yeah, we're not just hanging out. There's microphones in front of us. I can't see because I'm.
Yeah, you guys decided to blind yourselves with sunglasses.
Yes.
Aunt G's sunglasses look like they were given to him at a block party. He's got the block party specials.
Like the Blues Brothers.
They're a little too small for his head.
Well, they don't make sunglasses that fit my head. So
Really?
This is what I'm relegated to. My head is humongous.
Why don't you get like customs?
Why do I care enough to get
I got some
custom?
polarized. Wait, do you want to try these?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try. Let's see how you do with the polarized glasses. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta say, these might fit me a little bit better. Let me see.
Ant looks better. Ant looks like a cop.
Yeah, that's
How do I
it's
look?
pulling out a little bit.
Yeah,
but
it
you know
fits
what?
you much better than the ones
I
you
could
have.
feel the difference.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels more comfortable.
Yeah.
How's mine?
They're a little too small for you.
They are. They do feel a little
Yeah.
too small, but do they look good? I don't care how they.
A little Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
Little Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
You.
You know what? I could rock these.
Yeah.
It makes me look like like an agent. though.
Now, we
Fed,
always
like a
talk
fed.
about why people don't listen to our show. And I think we need to recognize that we just opened with you guys pouring alcohol. We've had no conversation, and now you're swapping sunglasses. So this is already a huge shit show.
You could cut.
Anybody?
And this is a big draw episode.
Yes. Can we restart?
No.
No.
All right.
We already opened the Glen.
All right. So we're doing a movie I've wanted to do for a while. I wanted to see it in theaters. Didn't get to.
Yeah.
But I'm glad because I was able to see the director's cut.
I watched the director's cut this time.
All right.
I didn't make
Ant,
the
you watched the
mistake.
director's cut?
No.
Are you serious?
No.
Wait, you watched the 2 hour, two and a half? right?
I watched it right. So
Okay. All right, thank God.
You almost ruined Brian's night.
I mean, there's so much extra footage. It's
There
like
is.
it's like
Apparently.
you had to have
It's
watched a different
47
movie.
minutes, right?
It's like
I think
an
it's more
extra
than- I think
hour.
it's like an
Yeah.
extra hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
It probably makes a world of difference.
so Argo has
because this movie, its biggest crime is leaving out key shit with no context. So to take away even more
yeah.
would make the movie a nightmare.
The movie packs in a lot.
it does, but it also
It's trying to do a lot.
But it at a disservice to itself.
yeah.
It should have taken a small
Yeah.
story, and you can't do the life like the entire. Okay, Napoleon is on the like top tier list of most exceptional human beings who has ever existed. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's like Napoleon, Genghis Khan, and Julius Caesar. Like that's the guys.
No love for George Washington?
He does not even come close to being on the level of these guys.
George Washington
Um,
is not even half the world. These guys all
It's the only
conquered.
part that
like,
matters, baby.
they all conquered the modern world.
you cannot condense the career of this man down to 3 hours. You know, you can't do it.
this needed to be a 3-parter.
This need to be a mini series if you're going to do any kind of justice. This need to be at least 10 hours long.
This as a mini series would have kicked so much more ass.
Yeah. That being said, visually it's very good.
They took so I watched the special features on Apple Plus.
Did you?
And they took like actual Napoleon paintings,
Paintings, yeah.
and they
Yeah,
tried to
I-
bring them
Oh,
to
I
life.
noticed a few.
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
like
me
the
too.
The
Sphinx,
coronation.
him with the Sphinx.
Yeah.
The coronation,
The
of
ships.
course.
There's a couple you noticed, but
the
yeah.
one where
The
he's
ship
looking
exploding.
at the mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just tried to bring those to life, and I think it's pretty cool.
They did a good job of that. The movie looks stunning. It does.
It's visually great. You can't deny
Every
it.
single,
Yeah.
every visual of it, the outfits, the settings, the makeup, the props, everything looks awesome.
The battles, they use
The
real
battles
guys. They had
look
extras.
so good. However,
Why would you do this though? Like
this is
if you're gonna
yes.
put that level of effort into like doing that, why would you not recognize that you're biting off more than you could chew?
right.
It's Ridley Scott, man. He doesn't have that in him.
Was the problem? Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott-
didn't want to be a TV guy.
Is like a great director who hates history, who only makes history things.
It's funny. It's
That's
like,
what he is,
and he has historians on set.
and he like tells them to go fuck themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like he has them there
just
to,
to
like,
just to piss
to
off.
like cuck them.
Yeah.
It's like what's accurate here, and they're like, well, you know this. He's like, oh yeah,
I'm gonna do the opposite.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
So apparently there's a story in the movie. You know, this isn't a spoiler. Napoleon blows up the
He
pyramids.
shoots
and
the pyramids with a
cannon.
cannon volley.
which
What the and that like disorients the Mamelukes and makes them run away.
Gives like one of the guys a heart attack.
This is
It's-
insane.
It's. I know what he's trying to do there.
You
Right.
do?
Yes.
He had superior tactics.
No,
that's
what
all.
what he's doing is he's doing shorthand to show very quickly how Napoleon runs through Egypt.
Yeah, he had superior tactics.
And he's just doing that as a symbolic thing.
Yeah.
But he said he showed it to a historian, a group of historians watched it, and he spoke with them after, and he's like, "What'd you think of the pyramid scene?" you know, like
you're a fucking idiot.
He's like, it's like nudging him, like,
Yeah.
"What'd you think about that?"
Like he knows they're gonna hate it.
And they're like, well, honestly, it made us laugh because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
and he goes, great that it's staying in.
I mean, he knows how to appeal to an audience, I guess. You know?
No, he doesn't because this was a bomb.
Was it?
Yeah, nobody saw this.
Was this a bomb? What was the
right.
What was the box office?
Budget was 130 to 200 million. It made 221 million, which isn't great.
No.
But to be fair to the movie, this is the type of movie that doesn't get made at all anymore. Because
It's the only reason it did as well as it did.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer for this and I was so fucking pumped
me too.
that he actually managed to get me excited for a movie.
I
Which
think I
hasn't
told
happened
you.
in a
I think
decade.
in our group text when you said that, I may have. I don't know if it was me or you.
It was
but
you.
It was me. I was like,
I'm
don't
always
get it. Don't
optimistic.
get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
I was like, it's modern time, man.
Yeah.
You know
And then I
something's
watched the
gonna go
trailer and I
wrong.
realized it was like vignettes of like too much stuff, and I realized, oh, he's going too hard.
Yeah.
Like I immediately knew he's biting off more than he could chew.
But the movie, I'll say, isn't for you.
No,
Someone who knows
what's going on?
what's going on in the intricate details of Napoleon. It's not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie is for
There are certain
modern British people who want to honor the time-honored tradition of British propaganda against Napoleon. And that's what it
Yes.
really is,
Yes.
and why it's actually good in a
kinda
way,
right.
because
You're
there's
kinda right.
nothing more British than mocking Napoleon.
But that's why it's bad.
This is what they do. And this is what they've done for
Just
200 years.
irrationally hate the man.
And this is in the tradition of great British anti-French Napoleon propaganda. And it propagates
the
almost
movie
every myth.
hates Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yes.
It does.
I don't think it hates him.
Yes,
It does.
Yes, it does.
It exists to make
It's
a fool
to
of
insult him.
Yes.
I actually disagree.
How?
Because I don't think he's insulted by the end.
What?
Dude, he has a cuck ritual.
He's a cuck, yeah.
At the beginning.
He's a cuck through the whole movie.
No, he's not.
The movie does not have him be a leader at any fucking
Yeah.
point. He has no charisma.
He doesn't speak.
or magnetism.
He doesn't
just
speak.
it goes out of its way to make him a weirdo.
He's a
He
painting.
is a little weirdo.
He's a painting. In
And
this.
then
That's all.
they literally make him tell his wife, "I am nothing without you," which is no, dude.
Well, apparently,
Stop.
he did write very flowery
Yes, he
things
did.
to her.
Sure.
And
Yes, he loved his wife.
and ironically,
They both cheated on each other, but you only see
Yeah.
her cheat on
Right.
him.
You see him getting cucked.
no, he also he fucks the young chick. Remember when they have him like?
Oh,
test
you
his-
mean when he's testing? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no.
not what we're talking about.
Yeah. No.
He fucked women
Yeah.
for fun.
But
Like he was Napoleon.
there's this is a funny detail. She died the day before his exile to Elba.
Yes.
Which is kind of like almost like symbolic in a way of, his career,
I suppose.
And look, she did like the whole thing with the Tsar. That shit happened.
Yeah.
They just broke up the
I'm
timeline.
not
a
saying
bit.
that he didn't get fucking fooled around on, but
Yeah.
the way he handles it
Yeah.
and the way that the movie portrays it is to make him look weak and bizarre.
Yes. Yeah.
But he deeply loves her in real life and in the movie.
I agree.
So
yeah, but that's not the portrayal of a man is not just his love, it's everything. It's his fears
Again,
during the battle.
The omission of him being charismatic in any way,
Right.
shape, or form.
During the battles,
glaring.
he's shaking and he's breathing heavily and he's worried.
I don't find
the
him worried in
Not
every
he's weird,
battle.
he's just weird. He's just like an
He's a little
oddball.
weird guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The first
This
battle,
is the
he's
guy.
shaking.
This is a guy who moved mountains with the
Yeah.
loyalty he inspired in men.
I think
Yeah.
there's one, I think there's
He
one
doesn't have a single speech.
I think there's one scene which kind of shows it.
Well, when they defect to him in the 100 Days.
It's actually after, and it's kind of like a thing that. So when Napoleon wrote his memoirs, a generation of young people grew up idolizing him.
Yeah.
After, and there's that one scene. It's very quick at the end where he's talking to like 9 young people, and they're all
young-
Oh, yeah, yeah,
enraptured
Young
with him,
sailors,
Yeah.
and you're seeing that he can be charismatic
In the
and shit.
final fucking scene of the movie.
It's like towards the end. But I think they show that he's a military genius. They show he's competent.
Yeah.
His military
You can't take that away
his
from him.
military
Yeah.
prowess is never in question in the movie until the one folly he makes in real life and the movie.
Well, the Waterloo
obviously.
scene is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I'm not even talking Waterloo. I'm talking Russia.
Well, that's
the
that's
Russia
not,
kid,
I wouldn't
mate.
even call that a mistake. That's literally like a tactic that nobody had thought of yet. Like, who could expect them to burn their own city to the ground and leave him stranded in
Well,
the wilderness?
yeah. But like is we have the hindsight of history, and it happened to Napoleon, happened to Hitler.
Right.
You go into Russia in the winter, you're fucked.
Mhm.
So it's like, but we know that that's kind of what ends him.
Yes.
Waterloo is just the death knell. He's basically done after.
Again, things that are omitted, like the Great Retreat back from Russia. The largest battle of the entire Napoleonic era is Leipzig, which is not in the movie.
Yeah.
And then his camp. I would argue that Napoleon's finest hour is as the Allies close in on him in France on that retreat.
You think?
He
The numbers are
orchestrates.
insane.
He orchestrates the most insane defense of France ever, and still, like, he can't win because he's run out of men, and more importantly, he's run out of horses. They're all dead. But he almost wins. He almost wins
up-
with the armies of Europe marching into France.
Look up the number of losses for the Allies and the number of losses for the French for Waterloo. it's equal.
Probably similar. Yeah.
It's equal.
Yeah.
Even though the Allies had what 3 times, 4
outnumbered them.
times,
Yeah.
4-1, I think it was. So it made it seem like he was just an irrational tyrant charging forward for no reason, and it's like, man, no.
Just a
Like,
quick thing on Google. The combined number of men killed or wounded reached nearly 50,000, with close to 25,000 casualties on the French side and approximately 23,000 for the Allied army.
It's pretty much equal, honestly.
He gave as good as he got, always.
If there were equal numbers on his side, he would have won.
Look, Napoleon, and look, historians don't like that they don't, like, Napoleon in his off time would ride around Paris on his horse and communicate with the commoners.
Yeah.
People loved him. He was a beloved.
beloved.
Yes.
Yes.
The movie doesn't do any of that because, again, Ridley Scott is doing
Has
a
a-
British propaganda piece. There's
Yeah,
no doubt
he
about
has
it.
an agenda.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about he's doing it. And
What is the like? Why though? Like, what is the underlying point of making this?
well, I think
I think it's to just disparage the idea of great men.
no, I don't think that Napoleon wanted. I don't think Ridley Scott wants to do that.
I don't think it's disparaging great men, but I do think
You don't
it
think that
is-
there's some like
I think it's
he's run by women, like Josephine is the real mastermind?
no,
or
because
some
she
shit?
never tells him what to do.
That's
It's
what
all
I
his
do.
ideas.
That's what I think. This is a liberal-minded person.
Oh, that goes without saying. I
That
mean, we all
is-
saw Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah, that is
But,
taking the story of Napoleon and saying his greatness
Is nothing.
is nothing.
Yeah.
because look at what his life was. He was a
Right.
cuck. He was
It's meant to
controlled
undercut
by
the
women,
achievements of the man.
and he was also a tyrant that was beloved slightly, but realistically, everyone should hate this man. And that
It's boomer brain shit. Like
is
if
that.
you,
Yes,
if
it's the
you
boomer brain shit.
if you are not like some liberal Democrat, you're Hitler.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
Like-
it is everything about war must always be.
But-
Yeah, it's
Nega-
always
negativity.
Everything must be World War II. Always.
Yes,
But
yes.
here's my
Yes.
counter. What I'll say is, why can't it be? None of us were there. No one was there.
Obviously.
Why can't it be that?
I was there.
Yeah.
Why would he be making your case is that he's making British pop propaganda from 1850?
100% he is. I have no doubt. I'm not denying that.
No, you say that.
No, yeah,
That's
I-
a crazy thing to say. Why would a man in 2025 make that?
It's the great British propaganda. It's anti-French. Look, I'm not Ridley
I think we're all
Scott.
on
I'm
the same
telling you.
page. We're on the
But
same
I
page.
also don't have a problem with painting a portrait of a man and showing like a duality to someone where it's like
Sure.
he's great and competent in one
Will
aspect.
you admit that Ridley Scott hates Napoleon?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. We're all the same. We're on the same.
Yeah, it's British propaganda. It's like, but what I'll say is that like I don't think necessarily that it's wrong to take a historical figure, show him like in
No, there's
the
nothing wrong. Look, you can by all means make a
Yeah.
movie that's a hit piece. I'm gonna recognize it as a hit piece.
That's fine.
all it is.
But
I'm
like,
not saying he can't make
no,
the
no.
movie.
To me, it's like it's competent, like that. Like he's always a military genius in the movie. It's never in doubt for a second, which I think is very fair. And I think his personal life, to expand upon it for the movie, and it's a complex thing. Even for us talking about, it's like we know his wife cheated on. We know he cheated on his wife.
Let's explore that.
Explore
aspect of
that aspect of it, make it interesting and like a little weird, and like make Napoleon a little off. It's more interesting, I think, for a modern audience.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
But
right
I don't
there.
think it needs. I don't think we need a glowing Napoleon is great movie either. You know, I don't think that needs
I mean,
to be
I
done.
would like that better, but that's just my sensibility.
If you're going to portray this man's life,
it needed more time.
you not only did you need more time because the story. I felt like I don't know how you guys felt watching this movie. I wanted this to be like I cannot wait to see more, and the way I felt was I cannot wait for this to end, and it shouldn't be that because his story is it's grandeur.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. It's grandeur. Yes, there was elements of that relationship being shaky because the man was in battle nonstop, you know. But they didn't play that role. They said this great man was a cuck. He was weak outside of just military genius. And I disagree with you to say that, you know, putting this out, I'll recognize it for propaganda, but that's okay. Propaganda will affect the main populace. If you tell an entire world that somebody who is that great can be that fractured in their personal life, that adds a pretty dangerous sentiment to blend
People
the two
think
together.
Napoleon is short to this day.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
well,
That's not good.
on your point. I mean, I think the modern people don't read a whole lot of history.
They're going to get it from
They
this.
get their history from movies, which is why I think our show has some value.
yeah,
Because like at least there's somebody sitting here like, well, maybe things were a little different. I'm not gonna pump us up like we're some fucking gift to the world.
Give
But
it- next,
we
next,
are, but we'll be
next
modest.
round we will. Yeah.
And another thing about Napoleon.
there's gonna be a whole different vibe by the end of this.
I'm worried for the pick episode we're gonna answer next.
But yeah, you're right. Like movies are what's painting people's popular consciousness of historical events, and they have been for the last 100 years.
I would say they don't anymore though, because no one watches movies anymore.
Nah, man, people watch movies.
No, I think TikToks gain more viewers. I think someone could do a TikTok about Napoleon's life and like his wife cheating on him and shit, and I think it would be way more impactful to modern people.
Obviously, things could be changing.
That's a valid point, but we're not talking about young generations. We're talking about when people in their 20s to 30s, like, if you're not like valuing history and for what it is, and you get your information from a movie like this, it's going to reshape the way you're thinking about things. But just because a lot of people didn't see this initially doesn't mean that it won't have ripple effects between society, where somebody say, "Oh, well, what do you think of Napoleon? Oh, he was a great general, but he was a cuck," or some other things.
I mean,
Maybe
he was cucked. His wife did cheat on
but
him.
he did the same thing.
So did he.
You know?
Yeah, I know. But
So you're tarnishing. If you're tarnishing the name of somebody in the past, it's very easy to tarnish the name of somebody in the present.
where I think this
It's
movie really
it's
goes
less
wrong.
egregious that they made him like a fucking simp, and more egregious that he's like a bizarre guy who isn't
Right.
charismatic.
He's a little
in
weirdo,
any
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Like that's the more dishonest.
Okay,
part.
I could see that. What I'll say the biggest disservice they do to Napoleon, actually, they mention it in the movie and they pay it lip service, but he's actually a guy who came from nothing.
Yes.
He's the ultimate like meritocracy guy
Yes.
who like is like a Corsican from fucking shit
He's not
who
even
joins
French.
the military,
not even French.
rises up and fucking becomes emperor.
Yeah.
Like his story is actually incredible.
Yeah.
And I think by not showing, and I get why the movie, look, like you
There's just
said,
not enough time.
it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like to really, if you really want to tell the epic Napoleon story, you spend an hour on just his early life.
So I thought about this while I was watching. I was like, what are the most criminally left out things in this movie? And for me, and
Toulon?
I'm sure. Well, Toulon's that's the beginning of the movie. Toulon is the beginning of the movie, so it's in there.
It's very brief. though.
It's cool though. That horse.
It is his youth in the military academy.
Yes.
It's the whole Spanish campaign.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Spain is not in the movie at all.
It's not.
They don't
yeah.
talk about it. Yeah.
It's not even talked about.
It's not even how he's shaped. Like,
Right.
Like you have nothing from his past.
You needed to at least mention it because the empire, they call it the Spanish ulcer. Like the French Empire crumbled because in large part to what happened in Spain. His brother isn't in it, other than Lucien is in it, but Joseph isn't.
Yes.
Um,
They kind of combine
none
them
of his
almost.
marshals are in the movie. Not a single one.
Marshall.
And he literally has a murderer's row of like the greatest generals in history, like as his right hand men.
My boy did make the cut though. Did you catch him?
Well, his role is completely overemphasized. You'd think that he was his only like loyal guy. Meanwhile, the guy in real life actually hated him.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Because what's his name? Dumas,
yeah.
because he's black, he is the only other soldier allowed to like have a character in the movie.
Does he even have a character? He has like 3 lines.
He's just there to like be the fist
was there
of Napoleon.
sometimes.
He's there. He's there
He
when
was
they're
there
like.
sometimes.
He's there when they're like. All right, we got to try to qualify for an Oscar. We need a black guy.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
let's
Yeah.
pump up Dumas when
Right.
like he's involved way after he leaves. After Egypt, Dumas is out of the military.
Yeah.
Like he's in a POW camp. and he's still popping up in there. But like he's with Napoleon in fucking Italy and shit, and you know.
Oh, Italy is not in the movie.
That's a crime.
That is
Right.
absolutely a crime.
We took it over just quick. They surrendered. Okay.
And yeah, I
But
mean,
Dumas made it, which I was, you know, as a guy who read the book
Sure,
and
yeah,
spoke
you're
about
happy
it,
to see
I was
it,
happy
yeah.
to be like, hey, there you go. That's
Yeah.
my
But
boy.
didn't you want more?
They didn't name check him, by the way. You only know if you look at the credits.
right. Yeah.
Didn't you want more though of that? Like, come on.
There's so much you could do, but again,
Again, we're talking about the like as far as epic stories.
This
to be
needed
told,
to be the
this
John Adams.
This era is one of the most storied.
and they
times
left
in
out the
history.
best thing he did, which is selling Louisiana Purchase to America.
Right.
I would have liked to have seen some America aspect to it. Yeah,
That'd be
sure.
fun.
That would have been fun.
This needed to be.
you didn't need that though.
No, that's just me
That's
being
just
like,
us being us.
This
Yeah.
needed to be John Adams.
Yeah,
This is what it
I think a
needed to
miniseries
be.
would be amazing.
well, look, there's been
A
a bunch.
well-done miniseries.
There's been a bunch
Yes.
of Napoleon miniseries and other movies.
Foreign
and shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's like low budget.
Doesn't
Yeah.
count. It's not American.
Joaquin Phoenix does a great job. But again, when you have sections of the movie where he's supposed to be portraying like a 19-year-old, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Does Joaquin do a good job? Is that how his stature and demeanor was, though?
No.
I'll say this.
Because I would say then he didn't.
Wait,
do a
what
good
I'll
job.
say is his
He did. He
his-
did what the script demanded of
his
him.
physical.
Was it the script or was it him?
Like there are moments where I like what is on screen. Like the crowning of himself. I think is a very good scene.
well, they
that
took
was
the
good.
fucking painting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
But what about like the way his posture is in scenes when he's sitting?
Yeah.
He's directly
He
mirror
channels the
the images,
Yeah.
which is all you really have to go on. He nails it, dude.
But I really, you know what? I wanted. I would assume
By the
that
way,
a
have you
man
got-
of that stature is charismatic,
Yes.
and he's just
He's
not in
He's-
this.
wait, he's
but
scream-
it's not.
He's screaming things like you think you're so tough because you have both.
It's not because
He's
it's
running
not
out.
because,
He's running out of the Council of 500
Right.
and like they're gonna
Right,
kill me.
right.
It's like, dude, you're in battle like every second of
Yeah.
your life. Stop. These lawyers in the council's chambers don't scare you.
Right. and was that a choice from Ridley Scott or
Yes.
was that a choice from Joaquin Phoenix to be like, no, the character should be this? Because I don't know. But either way, it's a team effort. So like
Yeah.
the movie in general it's like, no, I don't want that.
Can we
from
all
the
agree
book.
that the Empress is hot, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's hot.
Should we start the movie?
Yeah.
We don't have to. We can just keep rolling. Let's go.
All right. So the movie opens with the Revolution.
Yeah.
Which
so-
I think was handled pretty well. Now Napoleon's not there
He
watching.
shouldn't have been there.
He's not watching Marie Antoinette get her head
he was in
lopped
Italy
off.
at the time.
Yes.
Marie
This scene
Antoinette.
was cool.
I
It was cool, but it wasn't.
I mean, you can't say it doesn't reflect
it's
like.
fine. I don't like the tone of it. But
What do you mean?
But for
Like-
my own personal taste.
What do you mean the tone of it?
So it's
It's not, like,
it's played
celebratory.
almost as like a joke
I didn't
of
see
what's
it
hap-
like
like
that.
you play. They're playing the wacky music while they cut her head off.
I didn't see it as a joke. I saw it as almost the French.
Yeah,
the average French person is actually stupid.
I mean, I regard the French Revolution as
That's
one
how I
of-
saw it. That's how I saw
one
it.
of the most like openly satanic evil things.
Well,
that has
it's
ever
the
happened.
it's the
It
first
is.
communist like revolution.
Yeah, it is.
And
There's
I
no
don't-
reason to have the
I
reign
don't
of terror.
think Marie was characterized honestly. It's the British propaganda. Well, not British. It's the French propaganda version of Marie Antoinette.
Well, I mean, she's getting her head lopped off.
Got her head lopped off.
There's no lines.
This woman,
She's screaming as they put her on a guillotine, cut her head off.
the
I mean,
final line, the final thing Marie Antoinette ever said in her
cake
life.
misquote, which she didn't say.
Well, no, that was a tribute. That is not a real quote.
Yeah, I know she didn't say.
Yeah,
that,
like
what I'm
that's
saying.
that person, that fictional person, is being
Yeah.
executed.
Yeah.
Right in the movie. The real woman was horribly treated by this mob, like nightmare shit. Accused her of incest, accused her of having sex with her own son, and fucking like she's not an evil woman. Like the popular characterization of Marie Antoinette is she's the most decadent, like insane, crazy person ever. She's a normal monarch. She was a young girl
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
when she became queen. And yes, maybe she shouldn't have thrown as many parties as she did, but it doesn't make her like the incarnate of
Eat the
evil.
rich, bro.
Right. The last thing she ever said was as she was being marched to the guillotine, she stepped on the guy who was about to chop her heads off foot, and she apologized to him. Okay? That's the type of woman who got fucking
Okay.
executed. And that is not what's on screen. Instead, we have,
Marches silently.
this just silly, fucking crazy
I don't think
music
it's.
and-
I don't
and
think
it's
it's like.
we know what this is. That's Marie Antoinette. We've heard of this before.
I disagree with you. I disagree with the silliness because how I read into it,
They're showing the scene, and Napoleon actually, if you look at him,
he's sad.
he doesn't look like.
No, he's kind of disgusted.
He's
by it,
just
yeah.
like viewing this, and he's like,
Yeah.
"This is fucking. These are animals."
And he's no zealot for the revolution either.
no,
Obviously.
he's a military man.
Yeah.
But that's how I saw it. Was
He
look,
looked at the
there's a bunch of
revolution
evil
as an
people.
elevator for upward mobility, which it was for him.
Yes.
Obviously.
Well, it was a vacuum of power.
Yes. I was obviously reminded of the Olympic opening ceremonies from a few months ago,
Oh, fuck that.
which was nightmare fuel.
I'll never watch the Olympics again.
It's like there's this fetishization of killing Marie Antoinette that exists in the culture for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Eat the rich, bro.
It's Eat the
yeah.
Rich, yeah.
It's the same sentiment that's been fucking destroying Western civilization
Yeah.
since the French Revolution.
And Ridley's just playing it up.
It's built on jealousy and hatred.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not gonna knock Ridley for this because it's not a part of his story. He's just using the
Well, you need it.
he's showing the shorthand
Yeah.
to get it done.
Yeah.
There's
Obviously, that's the moment that needs to be on screen.
yes.
Yes.
So I don't think you can knock him.
I can't nitpick because it was like, look, all the poor people are being savages. They're executing rich people. That's
Okay.
what I saw. So,
And Napoleon's not like
and he's not happy
Yeah,
with
you
it.
know.
He's like,
He
this
shouldn't
is-
be there,
This
but, you know.
sucks.
They put him in the crowd.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not that big a deal.
No, I don't think it is.
So we
but-
find out that the British Navy is just kicking the French Navy's ass all over the place.
Does it skip right to that, or
It mentions it.
Well, that's
Well, there's
not.
like the
Well, it's the
Congress. We see
blockade.
Congress talking.
It's the blockade.
Parliament, Robespierre and shit.
Yeah, it's the Committee of Public Safety.
Yes.
Do they show? Does it go right to Toulon? I don't remember. Or do we have that whole bit with Robespierre shooting himself?
Well, no, not
No,
yet.
it goes to Toulon
Okay.
first.
So
So,
here's the story with Toulon.
Yes.
Which is not explored in the movie. The British Navy. France is at war with England. This
Yes.
is obviously Napoleon is not the emperor yet.
Yep.
We have the Wars of the Revolution.
Yes.
They are on. Toulon is on the Mediterranean coast.
Yes.
The British have captured the city. The city is full of pro-royalist Frenchmen. So they've invited the British in,
Okay.
and they're using it as a base of operations to possibly go further into France and retake end the revolution, put down the
Yeah.
revolution.
British, that's the other thing we're not mentioning. Britain does not like this revolutionary sentiment because
Of course,
first of
yeah.
all, they've had the America problem.
Yes,
And they're worried that if the French Revolution thrives,
it's going to expand.
it's going to expand. And next thing you know, King George is getting his head cut off.
Not to mention the armies of the revolution are desperately trying to export it. They're trying to go into Austria. They're at war with Austria and their neighbors. Like they're invading places
Yeah.
and taking them over. So the British have taken over Toulon. It is crucial that for the Republic that they remove them.
Yes.
And the city's been under siege for quite some time, and Napoleon gets there. He's a captain. He's a young man.
Yep.
He's like 19 or 20 years old, something like that. And he's already a brilliant artillery guy.
Yep.
That is his bread and butter.
And I like the scene in the movie. They have him getting like all that scrap metal,
Mm-hmm.
and they're using it to make like cannons almost out of nothing.
So his assessment of the situation, and it happens to be the correct one, as time will tell, is that if they can capture the fortress that protects Toulon, which the British control,
Yep.
they can put cannons in the fort, point them at the British ships, and make Toulon worthless to the British because it'd be too dangerous to have ships there. So that's exactly what he does. And he personally leads the attack. He is at the front of the charge. He is not a coward. He's extremely brave. He's extremely cunning, and men want to follow him.
So you're saying he wasn't sitting back, breathing heavily, scared on a horse, and then followed behind everyone.
I don't remember exactly what happens in the scene. Does he lead the attack? I don't remember.
I know he
No.
like gives the order.
He gives the
He,
order.
the men.
He's in the fight.
He's in the fight. He's
Yeah.
fighting. He cuts like he chops
Yeah.
a guy and shit.
So the scene would show that he's on the horse. He gives the order to attack, but he's nervous. You can see he's nervous. They made it a point to show that he's breathing heavy and nervous.
Of course he would
Well,
be
why
nervous.
can't he be a
that's,
little nervous?
That's
Fine,
That's being
which is
human.
fine.
Yeah.
He gets hit with a cannonball. The
He
horse's
famously-
chest explodes.
Yeah, his horse blows
Yeah.
up.
Horse
He
blows
famously has a speech to the men before, like, we're going to die tonight, join me, or something like that.
Why not put that in?
You need that.
Why not put
You
that
need
in?
that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You could have cut out something else to squeeze that in. Because why are these men following him? He never speaks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But they storm the walls. They
yeah.
win.
It's
Yeah.
cool in the
They use the
movie.
Lord of the Ring ladders.
He saves too long.
Yes. And he becomes a general. He gets his big
Well,
promotion.
this is his big break. Yeah.
He goes over to his exploded horse and pulls the fucking
Yes.
cannonball out.
That was cool.
This is
Yeah.
for Mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. That is cool.
And now it's Paris 1793.
And we fast forward. Yeah.
Yes. There's a 5-year-old being interrogated by what's this like?
I love this.
This
was actually good.
well, they're showing that fucking
How out of control the Reign of Terror is.
yes.
Like anti-revolutionary. They're hunting for enemies of the revolution.
Look, you know I love Robespierre, the Articles of Man, and fucking the fucked up calendar.
You like that? That's literally the worst thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. But I like
Reign
it
of
from like a
Terror.
historical.
It's very fascinating. Yeah.
I find it funny to talk about like changing the calendar to
Yeah,
be like
so
you know.
Robespierre, who is a lawyer, who has kind of taken the reins of somehow this little guy has captured all of the energy behind the fall of the Bastille and all these revolutionary activities, and he's got the reins of it and wielded the power of that insanely effectively for his own whims.
Yeah.
He embarks on massive programs of de-Christianization. So it's all about persecuting the church, clerics. They have a war in the Vendée, which is,
Yep.
a genocide against royalist Catholics.
Vendée is brutal shit.
It's the columns, the infernal
Yeah.
columns. It's one of the most iconic things like ever as far as of the revolutionary period. And then, of course, the Reign of Terror, which is essentially terror shall be the order of the day. That's the quote. And it's, we are going to terrorize the populace until they submit to the ideals of the revolution. And the ideals are being set by the most insane people on earth.
Yes.
And they change.
It's proto-Stalin shit. It
and
really
they just
is.
change at a whim.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, like
It's like one day we decide you're an enemy, and now
Right.
you
Yeah.
have to have your head chopped off.
right.
Yep. So now this 5-year-old is interrogated, and they take this woman away, and it turns out that is Josephine, the future empress,
Joseph.
and she goes to basically a giant holding cell for
It's prison.
Rich people.
it's a rich people prison.
Yeah.
Where before they execute them, a holding place, and basically this woman comes to her as like, if you get knocked up.
Well, they're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get knocked up,
Then they won't kill you.
They won't kill you while you're pregnant.
Right.
So you better start just fucking
Start
any guy in
sleeping
here.
around, yeah.
And she's like, all right, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Oh yeah, I just really real quick. I just want to talk about some of the things that are going on.
Okay.
We've got obviously the church has been abolished, so now they've created a new cult of the supreme being, which is like a fucking crazy religion that Robespierre has personally invented, and he's forcing the populace into.
It's so insane.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
And they have like holidays.
They're changing the calendar. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they create the Republican calendar. So the calendar, that the world uses, the Julian calendar,
now
null
is
and
now
void.
evil and religious. So it must be destroyed. And he creates the Republican calendar. And the Republican calendar has like 15 months.
Yes. It's insane.
Yeah. And every single day has a specific
Like
thing
celebration.
that you honor. Yeah, you celebrate. like today is the 18th of Brumaire. We're celebrating like sewing tools.
There's a great Twitter account.
Yes, Republican calendar.
Yeah,
I don't think it's still going.
Okay,
but for years it was.
it was going,
and it was telling you what
to
like what
celebrate.
today's day is if we're still following the Republican
And
calendar.
what you should celebrate.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it's like today we're celebrating barley.
Yeah. It is total madness.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's why I like it. I find it so funny that
It's such
like
horseshit.
like this guy just rose to power and in the most insane shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm changing time.
Yeah. And finally, he's gone too far because the revolution always eats its own children.
Always.
And they turn on him.
Yep.
So eventually they convict him of being an enemy of the revolution. And when it's time to have his head chopped off, he tries to kill himself.
That's real, right?
100% real.
How do you think
he
the movie
missed.
handled
He
it?
fumbles it. I actually think
I like how they handled it.
you
like it.
could correct me on this, but
Okay.
in the movie he like runs away and just blasts himself. I actually
Yeah.
think he did it in his own prison cell.
Oh, really?
Somehow he had a gun.
How do you
on
have a
him.
gun?
I know. and he botched his own suicide and ended up blowing his jaw off.
I feel like if it, in a real scenario, this seemed legit. It seemed like this could have been the situation.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You know, history's written by the victors, so. it's
No,
hard-
this was good. I liked
yeah,
all. This.
I liked this.
I knew when I was watching this, I was like, Ant's gonna love the way they handled all the revolution shit because
Yeah.
they
It's
don't
the
come
best.
across good.
No. Yeah.
It's some of the best stuff in the movie.
I think there's this weird like growing up in the United States. I feel like most Americans view the French Revolution positively,
They do.
and I don't know why.
Well, you got to remember, Thomas Jefferson was like,
Well, he's the guy.
he was like, yeah, like,
yeah. But even he was smart enough to like not get involved with it.
Well, he was
And,
like, they went too
When
far.
it got extreme, he went, "Oh shit, this is bad." Yeah.
Well, I can kind of probably tell you why. Who was running the schools?
Revolutionaries,
Yeah. Well,
communists.
what were we taught? We were taught that the
You're
American
never really taught much about
No.
it
the
in
American
school.
Revolution was a product of the French Revolution.
No, it's
No.
the other way around.
yes.
That's what we were taught, though.
No, I don't think anyone's
No.
that explicitly wrong.
Okay.
But I mean, there's definitely a view, at least I thought
There's a
growing up,
connection.
that the French Revolution should be looked at positively. As like
I
a
mean,
good thing.
Les Mis is a musical kind of about
Well, that's
it, you
not
know?
about the French Revolution that we're talking about. It's about the second one.
Oh, the second one? Okay, I didn't know it was the second one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, well, these are liberal Democrats. These are the good guys.
Yeah. They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's like, France is having a revolution.
Yeah.
We had a
Republic
revolution.
good,
It's
monarchy
connected. It's
bad.
connected.
Yeah, right. But no, these people are fucking terrorists.
Yeah, they're evil. It's pure evil. It was not good.
And when Napoleon ends it, I think that was a plus for humanity.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would this movie have been better or worse without that? Take out the revolution stuff, put in Napoleon in Spain, and then he finds out.
I think it would be worse.
You think it'd be worse?
You need
I
it.
think you
Really?
absolutely need the context of because these are events that are so
Trying
inexplicably
times.
linked. And Napoleon's career obviously begins in the revolution.
Mm.
So, he has to be in that. You have to see what's going on.
Okay.
And it sets up why everything's happening.
The reason why I say it is my favorite parts are the revolution parts.
Okay, so
And then it goes downhill. But what if you removed the peak and kind of ramp up?
The one thing that could have made this movie very good is making it 10 hours long.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Beating a dead horse.
All right, so there's many stories about what happened next, but it seems in order to avoid capture, Robespierre took off his shoes and jumped from a broad cornice. He landed on some bayonets and a citizen, resulting in a pelvic fracture, several serious head contusions, and an alarming state of weakness and anxiety. Labas handed a pistol to Robespierre, then killed himself with another pistol. According to Barras and Couturier, Robespierre wounded himself when he tried to commit suicide by pointing the pistol at his mouth, but he was prevented from killing himself successfully. So there you go.
He landed.
I actually
on,
like that. That's way
that's
better.
way
Put that on
cooler.
screen.
Yeah, that's way cool. He landed on bayonets.
I guess it's a little too much,
Yeah,
you know?
maybe.
It's a little
Yeah.
too violent.
You don't need it.
People wouldn't believe it.
Yeah. All right. So I like that. I like he gets guillotined, the reign of terror. They say it's over.
Yeah, and then everyone's immediately released from prison,
41,500 people are released.
which is exactly what happened.
They were released right
it
away.
was like, it's over.
okay.
like-
we went crazy for a bit there.
I mean, they chopped off what 11,000 heads. Something
I don't
like
know the
that.
exact number.
I
but
believe that
yeah.
was 11,000.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
shit.
I mean,
That's
and
a
that's
crazy amount.
That's just public execution.
Yeah. You don't know what's happening.
Yeah, like
We don't know all
who
the
gets
rapes.
randomly shot.
Right. The rapes.
And not to mention, there's literally like a civil war happening with genocide.
Yes.
I think what we can learn from this is we should have nuked France the second we got the atomic.
Ridley Scott would agree. Yeah, Ridley Scott, by the way, was explicitly asked about this in like the movie, and he was like, "Fuck the French," which I find
He is English, right?
Yeah.
That
I
makes
do
sense.
find it funny that he's like harboring the ancient blood feud.
Why was Wellington so old in this?
I don't know. I don't have a reason. Maybe because they
Casting
wanted to
director.
make him kind of almost equal to Joaquin.
No, the casting director just made a mistake.
Yeah. Anyway, so Josephine goes home,
Let's go off the
and her
rails.
home is in ruins. It's like a disaster. And now it's the Survivors Ball 1794. There's fops singing, and they're doing like plays with the guillotine.
This is when my wife walked in, and she was like, "What are you doing?" The guy singing. She goes, "That's me in the shower." And I swear, if you've seen this movie, that is my wife. That's how she sings.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't look it up. I don't know if this is how he met Josephine or where he met Josephine.
Okay.
In a gambling prostitution
In some
ring.
weird survivors ball. I don't even know if that was a thing. I'd never heard of a survivors ball before. It makes sense.
I could imagine it happening. Napoleon and Josephine first met in 1795 at a social gathering hosted by Paul Barras, a prominent figure
Barras.
in the French Revolution.
Yes.
There you go.
He was there.
Barras was Josephine's lover at the time.
I'm gonna
They showed
bet
that. They showed
it
that.
wasn't at like this den of vice and probably in somebody's like foyer.
It was a society ball in 1795. So
It's
I
a
don't know.
society.
Well, they showed that Barras and Josephine were sleeping together. They showed that.
Yeah, they did.
But what is really a social gathering? I don't. And when we have social gatherings, we don't have topless women playing cellos and a gay man singing.
But
We
if you're rejoicing at living, maybe you do.
Maybe we're making
But
mistakes.
I'm willing to bet. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm willing to bet that the real meeting between these two
Wasn't
people
that.
was a high society event.
Right.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Look, we weren't at the party.
All right.
I just know I'm just not living my full life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But he's like,
He's not gonna marry a woman he meets at that.
I don't know. I met my wife at a bar.
You met your wife at a bar. You didn't meet her at an orgy.
Valid point. Valid point, sir.
she's pretty hot though. I mean, come on.
She's good.
So Josephine, by the way, they capture this well in the movie. She's 100% a social climber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they nail that aspect of her, and right away she like the guy's like kind of trying to set it up, and she uses her son to go to Napoleon, and she's like,
Bring him over.
"Bring me the sword."
Yeah.
And I like the scene where Napoleon is in the room with all the swords. And he's like, "We didn't label them." No,
Oh.
Yeah, it was funny.
he's like, "All right, fuck it."
Yeah.
He just takes one.
Here's a sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here's your father's sword. There you go.
Label swords.
Confiscated. sword.
Yes.
We don't label guns.
The evidence room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. But anyway, now they're kind of seeing each other. They're having dinner in the courtyard. She has a Haitian housekeeper, which is definitely in line with the time.
Sure.
I think she's probably mixed, that housekeeper that she has.
Housekeeper might have been hotter than the Josephine actress.
She's not bad looking.
She might have been hotter. She was up there. Napoleon would have been in that.
Yeah. She sends Napoleon her scent, and they're having like a courtship,
You ever send your scent to someone?
Yeah.
No one wants my scent.
I like to rub my wife's pillowcase under my armpits whenever I come home
Before you
from
go out.
work.
Stank it up for her.
Yeah, what do you think of that, toots?
I take her bra and just fucking.
Yeah. Let's rub ball sweat on her shirts.
You need my musk.
I bet you're all hot right now.
You're dripping.
Don't shower. We have to go to the social gathering
Famous
later.
Napoleon quote, actually.
What?
Don't shower.
Don't
I'll be
shower.
home in
Yes, I'll
6
be home in
days.
6
Don't
days,
shower.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was
That's
all about
hot.
that
Don't
life. He was all about that life.
He wanted a dirty pussy.
He wanted some stank pussy to fucking rub his face in. My man's a fucking deviant.
That's what I mean. Like, you don't put that in. You know, like, come on.
Look, after surviving war, I guess
Yeah.
he's like, if I'm gonna get some pussy, I really want.
I want to know where it's
Yeah.
been.
I want to be really powerful.
I want you to go on the treadmill for 8 hours. And then fucking come over here and have a seat on Papa's face.
Work up a good sweat.
Yeah.
Signed,
I'm the emperor, goddammit.
Smell the letter.
I want some pussy worthy of my station.
That means a stanky one.
Yeah. And if I see one fucking razor mark, I'm beating a Haitian to death.
That's the movie we need.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Oh, my God.
He wants fucking hairy ass box.
So
It'll look like I have a second beard.
Yeah.
there's chaos in the streets, and he wants full power so he can like shut this shit down. And
No.
this is what happens in the movie. This is what happens in the movie, right? Am I wrong?
You're talking about the whiff of grape shot, which is a very famous moment.
But this is in the movie. Am I correct?
I think you're characterizing it right. He wants full. You say he wants full power, like this is his coup. to
Well,
become
no.
emperor.
What he says is, I want to be allowed to shut down this revolution or this uprising however I see fit.
So,
Isn't that what happens in the movie?
there is a counter-revolution happening.
Okay.
Monarchists are trying to come back.
Okay.
They've been hiding out a long fucking time, and they think this is their moment to seize control of the government and bring back the Bourbons.
Okay.
He's the only like general in the city, and he's tasked by the council and directory to put down the rebellion. And what he does, he's very nonchalant about it. He goes, "I'll put them down with a whiff of grape shot."
Okay.
So what he does is he takes control of all the bridges across the Seine River and puts artillery pieces on them and mows down mobs of people.
Can we talk about what a grape shot is?
Grape shot is a giant shotgun, essentially.
It's a shotgun.
Yeah, it's
The
like
pellets are the size of grapes.
yeah,
Okay.
and it blasts iron balls
Yeah.
in mass waves at fucking
So you
crowds
like 4 or
of people.
5 of them, you could fucking
Yeah.
like a bunch of shotguns going off.
So he puts down a counter revolution, like
Okay.
single-handedly, and this makes him the darling of the
scene's in
political
there.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the scene I'm talking about.
Yes.
This is the moment when he becomes a political player and not just a great general.
Well, now he's risen high enough to
Well,
where
you're
he,
killing civilians.
well, he's put it.
Yes.
He's put himself in a position now where he can start to play these games. It doesn't. And
He's
look,
on the radar of people that are important.
being a general, there's politics in play there too that
Of
he's
course.
doing.
Especially
like,
at this time.
like he's undercutting Dumas at times and shit.
What we
and,
haven't said is he's already conquered Italy.
Yes. The whole Italy invasion is.
Yeah. It's insane. He's destroyed like Austria, who
Yes.
is previously like the parody of France. Like what keeps France in Europe in check? Because France has always been, since the Middle Ages, since the fall of Rome, France has been the power broker in Europe.
They're the strongest country. in
Without
Europe?
a doubt.
Okay.
Britain, of course, is an island. They've
Yeah.
got the Navy. They don't have an army that can fight the French on
Yeah.
land. They just can't do it.
They can win a battle here or
Yeah.
there, but yeah.
Austria is what keeps France in check.
Okay.
And he whips the shit out of them in Italy and conquers it. You have Castiglione is one of these
Yes.
major battles, and featured in Time Bandits, by the way. But yeah, so he's master of Italy, and I always think about that because he conquers Italy, and that's what makes him Napoleon.
Yeah, that's.
You know? And what is Caesar? Caesar conquered Gaul, and made
So it's like the
Caesar.
reverse.
It's like the second coming.
Okay.
You know?
And Hitler's from Austria, and he conquered France.
Well, what's good in
That
this?
is true.
What's good in this is
I wouldn't. He's a different animal.
yeah, I know. He's not a military guy.
he also
you know?
does a lot of Caesar parallels throughout the movie.
He sees himself as Caesar
He
without a doubt.
constantly says,
Well, the French, the entire French Republic likes to LARP as Romans. Like that's
Yes.
what they're doing the whole time.
"I wish we did."
We do. Well,
Eh.
name a Western empire that hasn't fucking like modeled itself as like the new Rome. I dare you to find one because you
We
can't.
love using a good column.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel this whiskey.
Yeah, you guys got to slow down.
Oh,
I can tell Ant's getting drunk.
Nah, we're good. We're an hour in. We got another hour left. We're only halfway through.
Yeah, so they mention they show him getting married in like a court. It's very brief.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, every time Napoleon has sex in this movie, he's like a one pump chump.
Yeah, of course, because that's what Scott needs.
Like, why do they do this? Like,
Do you-
what is the point
Wait,
of
I'm
this?
gonna be fair. Do you think Napoleon was worried about holding his nut? I don't think he was.
Yeah, he gave a shit.
I don't think he gave a fuck.
He's not.
No, it's
worried about how.
He's
she
not
feels
getting
about it.
ganglion cysts on his wrists.
It's the
He's Napoleon is popping as quick as he needs to, and as often as he needs to.
We should have asked get him.
we should
You know,
have. He's,
no,
he's
you know,
like
no,
in the
we
other.
got a
one.
whole new episode. I'm not even
Yeah,
bringing
all right,
this
just
up.
wait.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna bring this up.
Yeah, it's fine. And plus, a lot of listeners are not part.
They're
of the
not on the
live.
live stream. They don't. Yeah, they missed it.
You would know if you were part of the live stream. Join up.
All right. So I like the conquest of Italy, and they show a scene. There's like art, and he's like, "We're taking all this fucking art back."
He's like, it's property of the people of France.
Yes.
He steals a bunch of art.
Yeah. Is that real? They took all the
Oh
art.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
doubt it.
yeah.
And now they show Josephine flirting with another guy.
Yeah.
This is when he gets cucked. And he's kind of worried he may not come back from this Egyptian campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we at the Egyptian campaign already?
Yeah.
Okay, so he comes up with the scheme to invade Egypt, to counter like the British.
The British.
So the British control the seas, obviously.
Yes.
They can't really get at them, but the British can get at them, get at the French.
Yes.
He feels like if I can go to Egypt, conquer it, I can threaten the empire all over the place.
And it's also an ego thing because
Totally.
he wants the giant
Again.
empire.
And again, it's Caesar.
Yes, exactly.
It has to be in his head.
Yeah, it is.
So the Egyptian campaign. This is one of the more fascinating aspects of the man's career. It's a military adventure, obviously.
Yes.
The movie, I don't really like the way they do it at all.
It's very brief. The movie does not want to pay too much time there.
No, yeah, but even the time they do spend there is like
It's a scene.
bad.
It's one scene.
because it's him vandalizing things.
He shows up and blows up the pyramids. That's really
Yeah.
it.
So
It's a cannonball.
here's what maybe a lot of people don't understand about the Egyptian campaign. It is not just a military adventure. Napoleon brings with him an army of scientists and archaeologists and anthropologists, and it's the first time that Egypt is open to the rest of the world to like be studied and discovered. You know, these people come and they change what we know, like in significant ways, what we know about the ancient world.
Yeah.
So, just real quick, the French fleet crosses the Mediterranean. They liberate, but they conquer Malta.
Yes.
Malta had
The
been
Knights of Malta.
yeah, been held by the Knights
Yup.
for like 700 years. Right? So the Knights of Malta get defeated.
They're so fucking cool, by
They're
the way.
amazing. They defeated the Ottomans,
Yes.
back in the day. He's being tailed the entire time by Admiral Nelson.
Yes. Nelson's on his
Nelson's
ass.
on his fucking ass. So they pull into Egypt. And what are they doing there? Let's talk about that.
This is getting more impressive because he's getting more detail as he gets drunker.
He gets very passionate.
What are they doing there? All right, I'll tell you.
You have to remember, like, his brain is a vault of knowledge. So for the show, he only takes out boxes. But now the vault's open.
Egypt at the time is, of course, loosely, and I say loosely, I mean it, controlled by the Ottoman Turks. Okay?
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, that's our territory, but they don't pay any attention to it.
Well, they pay attention to it, but who rules it in reality? On the ground level, they're ruled by these guys, the Mamelukes.
Mamelukes.
Who are the Mamelukes? Do you know?
A red dog.
Mamelukes.
That's Marmaduke.
Mamelukes are actually like kind of weird. They're like white Arabs with like blonde hair and
They're
blue
slaves.
eyes.
They're slave
Yeah.
warriors. So they're like people that have been harvested by the Turks in like the Caucasus
Yes.
to rule over like their territories as slave warriors. They're famous for being like the best cavalry guys in the world. And they more or less rule Egypt autonomously. Yes, they are slaves. Like they are slaves. Like they're there against their will. But they've carved out this weird like Egyptian kingdom for themselves.
Well, there's like a slave power structure within their society they've built.
The Turks are very big on this. Like everyone's heard of the Janissaries.
No, I really don't know.
Okay. Well, the Janissaries.
Steve, do you know them?
No.
Everyone's heard of this.
Who hasn't? Continue.
The Janissaries are a caste within Ottoman society
Okay.
that they're Christians that like live in the Turkish lands.
Okay.
That like they take Christian children and turn them into warriors that are completely loyal to the Sultan. They're like his bodyguard and like the elite soldiers like within the Ottoman
I guess
army.
if you're going to be a slave, that's a good path.
They do it because they're Christians. They have no allegiance to Sunni or Shiite,
Okay.
so they purposely
third party.
They purposely bring them in and make them just solely devoted to loyalty to the Sultan.
Okay.
Smart.
What was I going to say? Oh, Egypt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the French land. Napoleon invents the cavalry square.
Yes.
Now this is
Groundbreaking.
insanely groundbreaking. It's a giant hollow square, right? So it's a formation of units.
It's an outline.
Right?
Square.
So you make a square of soldiers. On the corners of them, you put artillery pieces. And for whatever reason, horses won't attack them. They just run right past them. And they completely dominate the Mamelukes.
Yes.
The Mamelukes have no defense against this. And this all culminates in the Battle of the Pyramids. So this is in the movie.
Where Napoleon blows them
we
up.
talked about this. He shoots the pyramids and they run away, right? It's crazy.
Did not happen in real
That's not
life.
what happened.
He revered the pyramids, used them as motivation
Yes.
for his troops.
So the Battle of the Pyramids in reality took place like 9 miles away from the pyramids. They were in the background. So they happened. Like they were in sight. So it's in the right spot. In the movie, they're much closer.
Yeah.
But they defeat the Mamelukes. The Mamelukes are destroyed.
Yes.
Egypt is essentially annexed by France.
Yes.
Then we get a couple of scenes where he's looking at the Sphinx.
Yes.
You know, that's a famous painting.
Yeah.
He's
Right
looking
into Joseph.
The mummy.
At the mummy. With the,
mummy.
that's another famous one. He's looking at the pharaoh. Did you notice, though, he has to step up on his step stool to be eye to eye with the pharaoh?
Yes. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's British propaganda and he's
Bingo.
short.
Exactly.
My
Yes.
wife, she
He's
even
played
said
for
it.
like laughs.
Yeah, she even
Yeah.
said it. She goes, I thought Napoleon was short. I almost threw the remote
Well,
out.
He was
yeah.
5'7", he's average height for the
Yeah.
time.
Average
That's
for
the
the
reality.
time. He's
But
not
I do want
short.
to talk about one aspect of the Egypt campaign that I found fascinating when I read Dumas's book.
Rosetta
So when he's on the campaign, this is the end of Dumas's time with the French military. Like, it's coming to an end. He gets on a boat opposite Napoleon, and his boat like gets captured in Italy, and like he's tortured and shit like that. But when they were fighting like Arab tribesmen and Mamelukes and shit, the French soldiers that were captured were brutally raped by
the tribesmen.
by tribesmen.
This goes on literally for centuries. This happened to the Italians in World War II.
Yes, but the French brain could not even comprehend
Yeah.
what had happened. And when they would rescue soldiers and they would like,
Because it's so un-European.
it's so un-European, and they would like have to tell like Napoleon and like these guys like
dude, men had sex with my ass.
Yeah, I got butt fucked.
Yeah.
Like
We don't know why.
their brains were broken by it.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
And like they would break down and shit, and like it was like known for the French. It's like you're better off dying
Then get captured.
than getting captured.
Right.
And I just think that's an interesting aspect of this campaign because French and European society had not encountered this.
Yeah, gay rape.
Yeah, they were not ready for this.
Gay prison rape.
All the Greeks.
Well, they liked
That's
it,
consensual.
though.
Yeah. Capture me.
Yeah, but back to the aspect of the scholars and whatnot. Just quick little tidbits about the Egyptian campaign, which is they're not important to the movie, but they are real, and I'd like to discuss them. So you've got the Rosetta Stone. It's the most significant discovery of this whole thing
Ever.
No one can read ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics at this time. No one knows how they work. Some random French soldier kicks over a rock. It's that fucking ridiculous, right? Kicks over a rock, and this particular rock has the same writing on it in 3 different languages. Okay? It's got Greek, ancient Greek, which every one of them can read.
Yeah.
That's like scholarly language that like the average European
If
if they go to university, they know how to fucking read ancient Greek.
Okay.
It's got ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics that no one can read. And it's got like a more modern Egyptian,
Okay.
right? And they use this. They figure out that it says the same thing over and over. It took decades, actually, for them to figure it out. But eventually, they crack the code, and now you can read. We can read hieroglyphics today because of Napoleon.
Okay. That's cool.
Another thing, these French scholars that I said he brought with him, all these scientists and people, they form the Egyptian Society.
Okay.
Which is scholarly learning in Egypt. They set it up in Cairo. They have like a big buildings, museums. It's like artifacts. They're analyzing things. This existed well into the modern era until in 2014? No, 2011, I think. The Arab Spring happened, where the Egyptian society was completely burned down and everything inside of it destroyed. So, that is the legacy. It's very sad what we lost. We definitely lost some interesting things when due to current events.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's a good tidbit.
Yeah.
So in the movie, Napoleon gets told that his wife is cheating on him, and he's like, "Fuck the campaign, I'm going back."
Well, at first he didn't believe it.
Well, I'm using shorthand, so we move on.
You know.
Now, why did he really go back in? Because I doubt it was my wife is cucking me.
A couple of reasons.
Okay.
That is part of it.
That is, okay.
Yeah. They make it the main reason. It's definitely not.
Okay.
Because, again, he's cheating on her too. Yes, it makes him look a fool because it's very public.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the military situation in Egypt has become untenable.
And this is part of the reason why Dumas wants to leave. He's like, this campaign is like doomed. We're not going anywhere. I want to get back.
And Napoleon realizes
Yes.
this too. And he's very opportunistic.
But
here.
here's the difference.
This is his lowest moment, I
Real
think.
quick, the difference between Napoleon and Dumas, Napoleon has the power and Dumas doesn't.
Yeah.
So Napoleon leaves and he orders Dumas to stay, and Dumas is like, fuck that.
Yeah.
And he goes back and gets captured, and then Napoleon's like, oh yeah, I'm going to let you rot, fucker.
Yeah. So, here's what happens. Remember before we said the English fleet was chasing the French
Yup.
fleet? Yeah. So, the French fleet made its way into Abu Qir Bay, which is the mouth of the Nile. They were hiding out, and they thought they were safe there. But Nelson sneaks up on them. They have a giant naval battle, and the British whip them, like to the point where the entire French fleet is destroyed, and the British lose like one ship, if that. They lose almost
The British
nothing.
Navy is just insane.
They crush the French. Now, this is devastating to Napoleon because he can't go home. If you've cut off
Yep.
route back to France, all of this is jerking off. everything he does in Egypt now is worthless.
Yes.
He realizes this.
Because the supply lines will die,
Yes.
and yeah.
He takes it in stride, but he realizes that he needs to get back to France personally. Because if he's in Egypt and the Egyptian army gets destroyed, it will fall completely on him.
Yep.
And that'll be the end of his career. So he abandons his army. And he flees back.
It's Machiavellian.
It is. It's completely opportunistic. There's no excuse for this, you know.
It's him knowing a
Actually,
situation
I'm sorry.
for
There's-
personal
there's an
gain.
excuse.
There is an excuse.
There's an excuse.
There is an excuse.
Don't-
And this is what it is. This is the only justifiable kind of thing. And it serves its own ambition. The government of France, since the fall of Robespierre, has transitioned into what we call the Directory.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, the Directory is this new, sort of based on the Americans and what they're doing. It's got an executive branch, which are the directors.
Yes.
There's 5 of them. So that's like...
Which
the
originally they wanted 3 like presidents.
Well, they have 5.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the
that was originally like the pitch in America.
Right.
Thank God. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Nothing would ever
Um,
happen.
So you've got 5
Might be better.
directors. You've got the Council of 500, who was like the Senate, I guess, and the Council of Elders, who are like the Congress. Actually, it should be flipped.
Okay.
The Council of 500 is the Congress, and the Council
House
of
of Representatives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. They're insanely corrupt and inept. They suck.
So the Senate and House
Are they
of
from
Representatives.
the aristocracy, these guys?
The aristocracy is like gone.
Okay.
They've all fled to foreign countries.
So who are these guys? Just like
They're
revolutionaries?
they're
okay.
revolutionaries. The president of the Council of 500 is actually Napoleon's brother,
Yes.
Lucien.
Yep.
You could argue that it's a lot of gangs.
They're running the country very poorly, the Directory. And when Napoleon arrives in France, banditry is so out of control, they can't control it, that he gets his own luggage stolen.
Napoleon.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like on his way to Paris. Yes, Josephine has been cheating on him, and
Okay.
he's found out about it, and he's going to go home and settle that
All
issue. But yeah, he recognized the Directory is completely
Failing.
and corrupt and bad, and he will later write, like in his memoirs, like, I returned to France at an opportune moment when the government was so bad that it could become unsustainable.
Yes.
Um,
It was perfect timing.
perfect timing for him.
Well, he's also a name. He made a name for himself.
Yes, he is the people's hero.
Exactly.
Uh,
Not only for the people, but military.
more importantly, the
You know?
military. Yes, you're right.
Far more important. But it does help that
Yeah,
the
he's
average
popular.
peasant isn't going
He's
to try to
popular.
cut your head off because, this
Right.
man visited my house and nobody else did.
So he goes home, and he confronts Josephine, and they have that scene.
Is that pretty accurate to real life? You'd
Who
say at
knows?
least, at least the spirit.
Who knows? Yeah. Essentially, they put to bed their adultering. ways.
Yes.
Both of them will be loyal to each other going forward,
Okay.
as far as I know.
Yeah.
Do you think
Father
it-
so when Napoleon's testing is come.
I'm sorry?
Well, they got to test Napoleon's
gotta
come.
test his
So
cum.
Well, that's when he's getting rid of her.
yeah.
You know,
You don't-
That's another thing about this. It's like Napoleon, a man with absolute power. He doesn't owe anyone anything. He can do whatever he wants. There's nothing. Again, when I said before, they were all LARPing as Romans.
Yeah.
There is nothing more Roman than adopting your own heir. You know?
Yeah. But I think there's still that French sentiment of the bloodline that they want,
I get
and they
that.
want to. They don't want claims to the throne. I think so. I think they're like, we need Napoleon to have a kid.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a call for
Yeah.
that. But
He needs a son.
Who's going to really tell him he can't do what he wants? If he truly gave
But the
a shit
problem
about
is-
Josephine at that point.
No, he did, and I think she understood, and was worried too. You know, she's worried in real life that she's gonna be in a bad way once he divorces her, and
yeah.
he did the
We're
right.
skipping ahead.
Yeah, he did the right thing by her. He stands by her.
Yeah.
You know, and he wrote letters
No, he
to
doesn't
her.
stand by her.
Well, he stands by. He doesn't like leave her penniless and shit. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
he takes care of her.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. He doesn't execute her. He still loved her. He wrote her letters. You
He did
know.
love her. They did
It's
love
all,
each
it's
other.
you know, we're
They
getting
did.
into the mind of a person.
Yeah.
at that
It's
point.
easy. They loved each other, but the man's on campaign for how long?
Years.
Years.
Yeah.
So it's like, she's gonna fall.
She's like,
into
I
it.
haven't taken a bath in months. He wants me to have the stankiest pussy in France.
Town.
But
I walk down the garden and the
I would've-
flowers wilt.
same thing.
She's like a walking Pepe Le Pew cartoon with her stank puss.
I would have much rather have it where Napoleon and
Her
Josephine.
pussy stinks so much, Brad Pitt would stay with her. You know, the famous
Jennifer
Aniston has a smelly pussy.
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nothing I said makes
No,
sense.
you're drunk.
Throw it
I
out.
get it, yeah.
Throw it out.
What I
Throw
was
that
gonna
whole
say.
thing
What I
out.
was gonna say is,
Throw that whole premise out.
I would have. I think a better storytelling is Napoleon and Josephine come to a consensus that they've both been horrible to each other in their relationship, but overcome it because that's what happened.
Yeah.
As opposed to, you love this, don't you? Yeah, you're a bitch. And he's just like, he's like, yeah, I'm a bitch. At one point, she literally lifts her dress and goes, "You see this? You gotta remember it.
You never get. You never
You're gonna
get.
want it." And he's like, "I'm gonna want it." That's why I'm friends with him.
All right, let's talk
He
about.
showed me his shaft, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm never going back."
Let's talk
Just
about.
the shaft, not the balls.
Let's talk about the coup.
Okay.
coup, yeah.
Coup of Brumaire. Brumaire, of course, is one of the Republican calendar months. All right. So I explained the government of the directory.
Yes.
There's a guy. He's the head of the directory.
Talleyrand?
No.
Okay.
The top director. His name is Sayers.
All right.
Okay. He gets it in his head. And this is not portrayed in the movie at all. This is what
Yeah.
really happened. He gets in his head that the directory doesn't work anymore. It's fucked. We got to dissolve it and create a new government.
Is
You're
this
going to
like
create a new government because Sayers says so?
Is that almost like to kind of put
Don't
into
fuck with me, Bonaparte. Don't ever try to fuck me.
That's what this movie needed. This movie needed a montage of Napoleon rising to power as pushes to the limit, please.
gold?
He's laughing.
He's laughing as he writes letters.
He's counting money.
There's a British scribe in the clock.
Yeah.
We can-
Push it to the limit.
He goes to the bank. There's just a Jewish guy shaking his head. One of the Rothschilds.
He shows. He's showing a tiger, you know.
Yeah. It's the Egyptian camel.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, look at my camel. I never liked that guy, Talleyrand.
Could you imagine if the movie did that?
I would.
Oh,
You
it'd
would've
be so
loved it,
good.
right?
It'd
would've
be
jizzed.
so good.
I would have fucking jizzed.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a good point. That's so.
All right, so Sayers.
Oh, I was
My
gonna say.
wife, her womb is so polluted. I gotta divorce her and get a new wife.
He's at Waterloo by himself. Say hello to my little friend. He has a little Gatling gun, you know.
The lawyers have a handsaw. They're cutting off his. No, I was gonna say it's equivalent to like the Speaker of the House, right? Saying like we got to stop this. That's kind of what it is.
A whole Austrian economy is one big pussy waiting to get fucked.
Fuck you and fuck the Fifth Coalition.
Josephine's like, you want to fuck me, Bonaparte?
I see the way you look at me, Talleyrand. Oh no! I see. What are you afraid of, Marshal Ney?
Look at my friend, man. He's going to stick his tongue out to that czarist diplomat.
The Russian star smiles and just shoots him.
You fucked up too, Emperor Joseph. Oh, the bourbons were better?
All right. Let's go.
Oh my God, Scarface is great.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It sucks. It's
Sucks.
awesome.
It sucks, but it's good.
Awesomely bad.
No, but is that kind of what the equivalent is?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So the directory is they
The
say
House of Representatives.
is the House of
No,
Representatives.
no. Okay, so you've got the directors. That's the executive branch.
Yeah.
The president. There's 5 of them, right?
They were the ones saying the
Yeah.
government's got to go.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. One guy.
One guy.
Say yes.
One guy. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like the Speaker of the House. It was like the
comes up
president.
with this
Okay.
whole scheme, and it's much more complicated than the movie portrays.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I don't expect them to go through all.
It'd
the
be
ins and
so
outs
in-
of this.
yeah.
That's why I'm here,
Yes.
right? So you've got Sayus. He's in league with Talleyrand. Talleyrand is the ultimate survivor.
Talleyrand is
One of the most important people, like
it's
ever.
he like changes the world.
He's a cockroach.
Straight up. He's Littlefinger.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
if you know Game of Thrones, Littlefinger is Talleyrand because
He's been around since the king.
yes, he survived the king, the revolution, like 5 governments after Napoleon too. It is
Yeah, but
insane.
Fuck that guy.
He's a fucking worm tongue.
Yeah.
Like he's always around. He's the ultimate like deep state guy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So, Sayers is like, we got to get rid of this directory. I want to remake the government into a consulate. Obviously, they have to LARP as Rome always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to make 3 consuls. Obviously, he's going to be the first consul.
Yeah.
One of the other directors is going to join him in this, and he needs the military backing, which he doesn't have.
Yeah.
So he needs a sword, and that's going to be Napoleon.
Yes.
Because he's a popular general that he can go to and be like, "You're the guy."
Yeah. And Napoleon, you'll be the top of the military.
Right.
Come on, buddy.
So what he does is he has a secret meeting of the directory, like the whole government, without inviting, like an emergency session.
Yeah.
They have an emergency session because they invent a fake Jacobin plot. The Jacobins are the far left.
Love the name Jacobin, by the way.
Great name, not to be confused with the Jacobites.
Yes.
Very different country. We don't
Yeah.
want we don't want the Jacobites in here. We're talking about Jacobins.
Yeah.
These are Robespierre's guys. These are the
Yes.
dudes that want like the reign of terror to be forever.
Yes.
Right?
He's like
The
more
endless
heads.
reign
More
of
heads
terror,
need
yeah.
to come off.
Right.
Yes.
So he's like, there's a secret Jacobin plot to take over the government. We need the military, right? So he organized an emergency session of the directory, only tells people who are allied with him about it. So so like his actual like political enemies don't show up to the meeting.
They don't know.
And they vote Napoleon to become the supreme leader of all troops inside Paris.
Yep.
Okay.
And Napoleon's like, oh, great.
Great.
Yeah.
Now I'm the guy. I have all the arm. I have all the soldiers.
I can do whatever I
Right. So that's day 1 of this coup.
want. Okay.
Day 2. Oh, and on the also under the table, he's bribing one of the other directors to resign, which they pull
Yeah.
off. He secretly has 2 of the other ones arrested.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
And they show in the movie
He
have
ousts all the other directors.
in the movie they
and
have
then he resigns.
Yeah.
So now there's a power vacuum. There is no executive branch.
yes.
Right?
In the movie Dumas, they show him arresting someone,
Yeah.
which would not happen.
They
He was not there. He was he's POW in Italy.
Yeah.
They weren't so much arresting them, but they were saying you have a choice. You resign now,
Well, you resign-
or you're arrested.
Yeah, but they have him
Well, this is
doing it.
before like all that stuff with the guys
Yeah,
in the red
yeah.
robes and shit, right?
I think
So,
one
the
of
dir-
them was like, yeah, Barrios was like, yeah, you're good.
Barras, yeah.
Barres, he's
all
like,
of
"I'm good."
all of the 5 directors are ousted, including Sayez, who resigns.
Yep.
So now there's a regular session of the directory. Like now we've got the Council of 500, the Council of Elders. This is the next day, and now all of the guys who weren't invited last night are here, and they're like, "What the fuck just happened?" So Napoleon and his troops surround the palace. What the fuck's the name of it? Doesn't matter.
Versailles.
No, it's not Versailles.
Alright,
No, it's
whatever.
inside the city.
Oh, okay. Doesn't
Versailles
matter.
is like outside,
All
like
right.
far away.
All right. It doesn't matter.
Right. All right. So, his brother, like I said, is the president of the Council of
Yeah.
500, and he's in on it. He knows what's going on. He's giving a speech. Napoleon, like they're waiting. No one knows what to do. Like, they're all confused. They're like, why are there no directors? No one is able to really take charge of the situation.
Like, this is a little odd. What's going on here?
So Napoleon goes into the Council of Elders, right? And
Horrible name.
because
Under the rose.
yeah, the Council of Elder Fans.
It's me and
Some
like
of the
Walt.
dumbest people in the world.
Ah, no, Elder rules, man. Come on. You know the Elder's great.
Dark light.
So he goes in to confront them as they like mill about and argue with each other, and they immediately turn on him. They start like yelling shit at him, and he accuses them of being in the pay of the British, which is classic. Like shit. He's like forced to flee the room, and we see this in the movie.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah. And then he goes over to the Council of 500, who are on the other side of the building, and Lucian's giving a speech, and he's like saying, yes, A, B, and C.
They're trying to grab my balls.
His guys attack Lucian, right? They're like, he's trying to take over the government.
Napoleon's guys?
No.
Oh.
No, the Jacobins.
Okay, Jacobins.
So they attack Napoleon's brother, and Napoleon's like, we got to get him out of there. So he takes a regiment of grenadiers.
And they go.
And they go in there, and they get him out. And that's when you have this scene, which is in the movie, and it was good. Lucian puts on a show.
Yeah.
So the whole directory have guards that are personally loyal to protect. Like, their whole job is to protect the directors.
Yeah.
Right? They're called like the Legion of 400 or something.
Oh, I thought it was the DGA.
I don't know what that is.
Directors Guild of America. They protect the directors.
So Napoleon has his like National Guard troops that have surrounded the palace.
Okay.
And these guys are like, we have to protect the government. So they're opposed to each other. And Lucian comes out in front of them, and he's like, if my brother ever does anything to hinder liberty, I will stab him right now.
Yeah.
They did it. They did it in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this like whole display wins those guys.
They're like,
over.
oh, good enough for me.
Yeah. So he tells them there are men in there right now inside the building with knives out, and they're fucking trying to take over the government, and they're killing people, which is a lie.
Yeah.
So they march in with the soldiers, and it's who wants to vote. You know, they take over everything. In the end, they abolish the government.
Yeah.
They create the consulate. So now
could you imagine the regular soldier?
Like he doesn't know what the fuck.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But he goes home that night to his wife, just like,
I don't know what the hell just happened.
I think I just overthrew the government.
like, I got something to tell you. I don't know if it's good or bad, but wow.
Yeah. So the consulate is an interesting little thing within this whole story because it doesn't last very long. And Napoleon he's the sword, right? He's supposed to be like the dumb muscle.
Yeah.
But unbeknownst to the director, to Sayers, and
He's actually brilliant.
He's trying to hold the reins on the most like important person to ever live. You know, like you can't do this.
Yeah.
He's gonna beat you. And
they underestimate him.
So there's a military campaign, and Austria's at it again.
Yep.
Marengo. Now, from what I understand, this whole bit is not in the theatrical version of the movie.
Oh, none of the Austerlitz?
No, Austerlitz is, but not Marengo. You remember they have this scene where he's walking on the map?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, Marengo.
Yeah,
That's where I gotta go.
Walk on Italy, it's dry.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that map scene is fucking cool.
yeah, that moment catapults him beyond everyone else when he defeats the Austrians there.
At Marengo.
Yes, he becomes the first consul.
Okay.
He's the first citizen. And it is through that prestige that he translates that into the emperor.
Okay, so they have this in the movie. They show a very quick battle after that, where he's like, "We're gonna go through the Alps."
Yeah, that's
And-
Marengo.
Yeah, that's Marengo. They talk
That's
about
the
it.
famous painting.
Yes.
You know the one of him on horseback?
Yes.
Which they do not do in the movie.
I was
Because
so pissed.
That's the most glorious painting ever.
Why can't you just, like, you did other paintings. You can't just do the one.
That's the one they don't want to
Just
do.
do the one.
He's too
He's
cool.
too awesome in
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So, he comes back, and now I love his decapitation when the battle's very quick.
Yeah,
He just drives.
It's just like a little montage.
He rides by with a sword and just cuts a
Yeah.
dude's head off. It's cool.
This is like a major,
Yeah.
like tactical victory. It's one of his like crowning.
Yeah,
battles.
crowning things.
Also, is his battle.
That's his thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Which they do justice to.
They do, but they it's weird.
Well, we'll get there. Just wait.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So Talleyrand says you should become the king now, and he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"All right, let's do
I
it."
think that must. To say that came from Talleyrand, it may have. you
Well,
know.
Talleyrand, he's probably already in his head, and Talleyrand is
Yeah.
kind of like the thumbs up in
I
reality.
think that's supposed to represent the circle around him saying, yes,
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
You know? Because it's not just one
the
person.
crown is in the gut.
It wasn't.
Right?
It wasn't unwanted.
Exactly.
People wanted this.
Yes.
Well, look
We
at
need
what
a
was
re-
the
We need
alternative.
a return to like some semblance of normal.
Yes.
The alternative was hell. Like,
So they do an execution.
Mm-hmm.
After this.
right, as the French
Yeah.
do.
And now he's pissed. Josephine's not pregnant,
Yeah.
and she's like, "We gotta fuck under."
But not
this.
until he crowns himself emperor.
Did I skip the?
Yeah. We have to talk about that.
Did I
'Cause
skip
that's-
that? No. They fuck under. He says, "Why are you not pregnant?" Then they fuck under a table.
Yeah.
Like in front of people.
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah,
very
in
bizarre.
front of the servants.
Yeah.
Yeah, like look at us fuck
What is this
under
weird
this table.
scene?
I'm going to do that next time Brian comes in.
Yeah, I'm gonna come into the podcast studio and you
Yeah.
and who's gonna be fucking
Like,
under
hold
the
on
table.
a second.
And then it's the coronation.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is interesting
okay.
because every king of France up to this point has been crowned by the Pope, by the church,
Yeah.
right? They get their power comes from God. Power
Yes.
comes from the church.
They're fucking. What's it called? It has a technical name.
Divine right.
Divine right. Thank you.
Um,
Sun King.
Napoleon crowns himself.
Yes.
He actually invites the Pope to be there. Like the bishops are all there.
Yeah.
But he takes the crown of France and he says the famous quote,
Well, I don't know. What
which
is it?
I saw the crown of France lying in the
It was
gutter.
in the
I
movie.
picked it up with my sword.
Okay.
It was in the movie.
Oh, he says it. Yeah.
Yes. I think, and I'm not 100% on this, but I remember it's in the trailer of the movie.
Uh huh.
And I think they left out, I picked it up with my sword in the trailer.
Really?
And they put it in the director's cut.
Okay.
Now, there are different implications with that. You know,
Well, it could be a thing for time in the main cut.
3 seconds of dialogue.
You never know. It could be Ridley Scott's
and
looking.
these are important lines.
But in the director's cut, it's there. So that's the vision he wants.
So he takes the crown, places it on his own head.
Yeah.
Okay? This is completely symbolic.
Well, this is a guy who made himself.
Yes. Well, it's not just that. It's that power to rule over France
Yeah.
does not come from God.
Comes from
Yeah.
him.
It comes from him. It
Yeah.
comes from he styles himself as emperor not of France, but of the French. This is also nationalism, which is the growing
Okay.
movements
Okay.
around the world, around Europe, and then later in America. He's saying that I am my authority, my legitimacy comes from the people of France, and I am not bestowed by God Almighty.
Yes.
Right. So this is a major
It's a big change.
from what had come before. Right.
Also a huge problem.
It's also completely in line with the revolutionary idea. He's not killing the revolution. It's not like we're turning back the clock.
No. Yeah.
You know, it's this next
He's picking
step.
up the ball and running
Right.
with it.
But it's
Yeah.
also saying to your neighbors, fuck you.
Yes.
That's why.
Well, it
But
doesn't
it
matter
put-
if you're a Catholic or whatever.
One of the main
Well,
reasons to
well, think
become
about-
emperor
yeah.
is to put him on equal footing with the monarchs.
Right.
You know?
But think about the people surrounding him. They didn't crown themselves.
Yes, it puts him
Right.
on yeah.
Now it becomes you're not on our level. It's even more reason to hate you.
Well, he's a guy who did everything himself.
Yes.
From nothing.
It gives him the gravitas to go into a room with the czar, let's say,
Yeah.
who is the ultimate autocrat,
Yes.
and be like, we can talk to each other as equals. Like,
Yeah.
I'm an emperor,
Yeah.
you're an emperor. You
Yeah.
and I can sit with each other and discuss.
And in the movie takes the other position where the real aristocrats are always above him.
Yes.
The movie clearly has that point where it's like the real royalty is better than him.
Yes.
and he'll never measure up to them
Until he
and it
makes
bothers
himself.
him.
Yeah.
Well, in the movie, it always kind of bothers him that
Yeah.
he's never
Yeah.
equal to them. So the coronation, it was handled right?
I thought it was very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Say that one more time.
The coronation was handled good?
I thought so.
Yeah. Seemed pretty cool.
All right. So Talleyrand is like, you know, he's up to his tricks. He's like, you know, if she doesn't have a kid, you should get a divorce.
Yeah. Is that the next thing?
It's like pretty quick, yeah. I mean, they ask about foreplay. They're like, do you do? Napoleon's asking someone about foreplay.
Yeah, he brings in a soldier.
Yeah.
And, like, questions
He's
about
like
how
handsome,
to fuck.
handsome with 2
Yeah.
sons, and he's like, "Do I have to please my wife with my mouth to have her conceive my child?" And he's like, "What the fuck,
Why
sir?"
are you asking me this? Imagine your boss brings you in like, do you know how to fuck? Can you teach me?
Well, I think so. So stupid.
He's like, if no child, we're getting a divorce.
Publicly, he's like insulting her,
Yeah.
which is bad.
In the movie, he smacks her around a bit. That never happened in real life. He never hit her.
Right. I did not hit her.
I did not. Oh, hi, Caesar. Or hi, Alexander.
Hi, Mark.
I like this scene where he meets with Tsar Alexander.
Well, that's after all.
That's Well, it's right before, because don't they have a scene where they're talking as like a prelude to
In
Austerlitz.
Egypt?
There shouldn't be.
It says Tsar
They were in
Alexander
Egypt.
and Austria, and then Austerlitz is next.
Yeah, well, Tsar Alexander was probably talking with the Austrian emperor.
Okay, maybe that's what it
He
was.
wouldn't have met with Napoleon.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I wrote. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, so there's a new coalition,
Yep.
an anti-Napoleonic coalition. This is fronted by
We're rolling everywhere? Yep. Okay.
by the Austrians and the Russians. Obviously, the British had never stopped being at war.
Yeah.
By this point, the Spanish ulcer shit is happening already.
I don't know the Spanish ulcer shit.
Napoleon invades
it's when they had
Spain.
too much octopus and got ulcers.
Yeah.
Napoleon invades Spain. He
Pepto
ousts,
wasn't invented
No,
yet.
I wasn't there.
he ousts the Spanish. Well, he's actually on his way to attack Portugal because Portugal is in a locked alliance with the British. And
Okay.
have been for like to this day. They're in a locked alliance with British.
Really?
It's like the world's longest going alliance.
Portugal and England?
Yes, and the Britons.
So wait, how the hell did Portugal manage to stay out of World War II?
They didn't. They were in it.
They were involved?
Yes.
I thought Portugal was neutral ground.
No, sir.
And that's like where Casino Royale happened.
Maybe Gibraltar. Well, it was in Spain. Spain was neutral.
Yeah.
But no, the Portuguese were at war with the Germans. During World
Fact
War
checking?
One, too.
Let's fact check it.
But yeah, so on his way to Portugal, he decides to oust the Spanish monarchy. Now, this turns into a massive quagmire for the French. He puts his brother, Joseph, on the throne of Spain. And
Okay. Oh, he makes Joseph the...
yes, he makes him the new king of Spain.
Okay.
And
Poor Lucian.
well, Lucien's a player in France itself, right? He's trying to. One of the things that the movie does not recognize whatsoever is all of these alliance systems that he creates, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's right around this time, so it's good that we're talking about this now. Like he's creating puppet kingdoms.
Vassal kingdoms.
Yeah, he creates a thing called the Confederation of the Rhine, which
I've
is
heard of this.
so you have the Holy Roman Empire
Yeah.
has existed since Charlemagne.
Yep.
Um,
The god.
and the Austrian emperor is the Holy Roman Emperor. Now we have this battle of Austerlitz, which is going to change the paradigm here
Yeah.
on everything. And you actually, after the battle, abolishes the Holy Roman Empire.
Yeah, it's a
gone.
global
This
changing
is it.
thing.
We're done.
Yeah.
It's over. And what he establishes are new nations. So Austria, still exists.
Mhm.
The Austrian Empire still exists. But you've got now all of these German states who are unaligned with anyone, and he creates a new kingdom called the Confederation of the Rhine, which is like proto-Germany.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
The Rhineland.
yeah, the Poles are like Napoleon superfans.
Well, they love him because he wants to stick it to Russia.
Yes. Well, that's going down the pipeline a little bit, and they want independence because they're under Tsarish rule.
Mhm.
Right.
Some things never
But
change.
yeah, what I was saying about Spain, just to backtrack there, the Spanish monarchy's gone, but what ends up happening is the people kind of keep fighting,
The people.
which is new. Like that's never really
okay.
happened before.
Like an insurgency.
Yeah, this is where the word guerrilla comes from. It's from this. The
Bad gorillas.
Gorilla is a Spanish word.
I swear to God,
You didn't know that.
I thought it was like due to the Latin
animal?
No. I thought it was due to because I think gorilla fighting. I think South America.
No, it's Spain.
I have no idea. It's from Spain.
Yeah.
Okay.
They form these military juntas that are like in rebellion to France and backed up because Spain is geographically in a place where the British can get to it. So the British are just dumping tons of arms and soldiers into Spain and Portugal to
Okay.
just keep the fight going and going and
Bleed
going.
them out.
Yes, and it never stops.
So it's like an
So
Afghanistan for
it's
them.
an ulcer. It keeps France bleeding. They have to keep dumping more resources into Spain. It's never secure.
It's a quagmire.
This is where Wellington becomes a celebrity
really
because he wins all these battles in Spain.
okay.
And
But they never really gained ground. And
Napoleon like goes in there, conquers Spain, does the job, leaves because he's got more important things to do.
Yeah.
Puts Joseph in charge and says, "Deal with this." And Joseph is fighting this war endlessly, forever.
using French resources.
Yes. Long story short, he doesn't win. The Spanish monarchy gets restored, and Joseph Bonaparte flees to the United States. In fact, in particular, New Jersey, where he fights the Jersey Devil.
His toughest opponent yet because it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
So he dies in New Jersey?
I believe so. But
Oh,
Joseph
wow.
Bonaparte famously hunts the Jersey Devil in the Pine Barrens.
That's fucking awesome.
How are we a real country?
Yeah, so in the Second World War, real quick, Casino Estoril in Portugal was a gathering place for spies, dispossessed royals, and wartime adventurers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I thought it was neutral. Because everybody was just going there. So I assumed.
Portugal, of course, is not a strong country at that time. And, they don't really have a big major part to play in the war, but they do.
Okay, I didn't know that.
troops.
Yeah. All right.
What else? Oh, okay, so we're at Austerlitz pretty much.
Yeah.
So we got another coalition against the French,
Yep.
and Napoleon jumps on this. He delivers his greatest victory. His crowning achievement is Austerlitz, right? He defeats both the Russian and French army. Russian and Austrian army at the same time.
It's fucking sick.
It is a devastating battle. Austria is essentially the whole Roman Empire is abolished at the end of it.
It's done.
Russia is forced not long after. Like there's a couple of more things that happen, but I'll just give you the short version. Russia is brought to its knees, and the Tsar is forced to
Beg Britain.
essentially become a vassal of France.
Okay.
And Napoleon reorganizes all of Europe into what he calls the continental system. Now, the continental system is he's conquered Europe. Europe is dead.
He did. Other than England.
The British will, the British Prime Minister at the time, I forget who it is, but has a quote. You can look this up.
Yeah.
It's like, roll up the map of Europe. We will not need it for another 10 years. And he pretty much hits the nail on the head with that one. Like, Britain is not rising up again anytime soon. So the continental system, what this is French vassalage of all of Europe. And they have to all be on board with a massive trade embargo against all British goods. Because Britain never stops fighting. So it's like economic warfare.
Yeah.
And
Sanctions. And
yeah. We do not trade with any British ships. And it's attempting to bankrupt the British. Now, none of these countries want to go along with this. It's all against their will. So
Yeah.
there's tons of smuggling. So it doesn't really work. There's
you have piracy and yeah.
And finally, the Tsar kind of rebuilds his forces in secret
Yeah.
and openly defies Napoleon.
And he starts trading with the British with timber.
So, starts trading with them.
By the way, it's William Pitt.
William Pitt.
Mr. Pitt! He said, roll up that map. It will not be wanted these 10 years.
Yeah.
That's once he heard about the outcome of Austerlitz.
Yeah. So, let's talk about the scene in the movie. So you got this battle scene. They make it snowing. It
Yeah.
wasn't snowing in real life.
Oh, it wasn't?
But the snowing's cool. I got no problem
I
with it.
assume that. I assumed it was snowing because there's ice.
It is the winter.
Yeah.
But it's supposed. But we're told it was a
Beautiful day.
sunny day. It was
Okay.
a sunny but very cold day.
All right.
So we're talking about the same scene with the cannons, right? Over
Yeah.
the lake. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so cool.
It's very cool.
It's so cool.
It is.
This is how it happened, right? More or less.
Okay.
The frozen
okay.
lake?
It's they. All right. Napoleon purposely pumped the numbers up. This is French propaganda we're watching.
Oh, okay.
In the movie.
That's become the real story.
That's like it's legend.
They're printing the legend.
They're printing the French legend, right? So he forced the Russians into retreat. He waited for them to get the high ground, and then
He said, "Don't try."
He unleashed hidden forces that he was
Yes.
hiding, that he was holding back, and then ran them all down.
He baited them.
Yes. And he forced them into frozen marshes. That's not really this. The movie makes it look like it's this fucking giant lake.
It's sick.
Right.
It's so cool.
So cool.
He forced them on these frozen marshes, and yes, they did fire cannons at it, and they probably killed somewhere around 200 men.
Oh, 200.
Napoleon pumped those numbers up to be
Thousands.
thousands.
Yeah.
And the movie went with that version of it.
That version is so much cooler.
Yes.
It is, but it's also not a lake.
Yeah.
It's marsh.
And there's
It's a
there's actually
huge difference.
There's like propaganda paintings of Napoleon personally going down the marshes and pulling the soldiers out. He's like, "I give you mercy."
Mercy.
Because it's like
Yeah.
the movie would portray it to be that like Napoleon knew the lake was there, knew they would attack from there.
Yeah, and like
And put
maneuvered-
cannons
Yeah.
to break the lake as they retreat from the surprise.
Now-
It's like, no.
That being said, this did happen. Not terribly long after all this, in a very different situation. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Decembrists.
The band, you love them.
I do love the
that
band.
Yeah, I love that band.
But they are named after a revolutionary Russian group. I'm not going to get into the details of
Yeah.
all that. I was actually hoping we could do
The pick.
a movie. There's a,
Oh,
there's a movie
okay.
called about the Decembers. It's a Russian movie. It came out a few years ago, I think 2019.
All right.
But we will definitely be doing that at some point
Yeah,
in the future.
all right.
But really quickly, the Decembers were Russian military officers who oversaw the occupation of Paris after the fall of Napoleon.
Yeah.
And they went home with a lot of revolutionary ideals and French ideas. And they had it in their heads to overthrow the Tsar and create essentially the United States in Russia.
Okay.
And they staged a massive coup in St. Petersburg. This is roughly 1820.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the exact year off the top of my head. But long story short, it ended with them getting cold feet. They fail the coup.
Well, they're in Russia. Of course.
Yeah. And
on ice.
the Tsar's armies surround the insurrectionists and force them to flee across the river in St. Petersburg, where they gun them down and break the river on them, and
Do
they
you
all
think?
drown.
Do you think they were inspired by Napoleon when he did this? He's
no.
like, I'll really drown some fuckers.
No, I don't think so. I think it was completely opportunity. They were trying to run to a fort that was on an island in the
Okay.
river, and they didn't make it.
Ah,
But yeah, it's a really fascinating
That's
story.
cool.
We'll get deep into that
Yeah,
at some
yeah.
point.
All right. So Austerlitz, the way it's handled, hiding the troops, the battle tactics,
It's
it's
okay.
pretty good.
It's okay.
All
It's
right.
okay.
You're not gonna beat it up.
I'm not gonna beat it up.
All right.
It gets the point across.
Yeah. But he is master of Europe at that point.
Yes.
And like I said, like I already went into it, like the continental system, it breaks down. It doesn't last. and Russia is now leading the next coalition.
Yeah. I like the scene after it when he's talking with
This
Francis.
is a great moment. Not
Yeah.
Francis, Alexander.
Alexander.
Tsar Alexander, one of probably the second most famous person from this whole era. He's Catherine the Great's son.
Sorry. Okay.
His father was.
You know, she died because she got fucked by a horse.
They say that. She murdered his father with her lover. He's terrified of something like that happening.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yep,
So you
yep,
think he
yep.
has mommy issues?
I think so.
One would think so.
I think so. He's a great commander in his own right. He is modeling his army after Napoleon's. He's looking at Napoleon and is
works?
like, "What can I learn from this
Yeah.
man?" Which is
The right thing to do.
yeah,
Why is this guy being successful?
right. And eventually, he is the star of who destroys Napoleon.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he does some fucking ballsy, crazy shit.
Yeah. And they have this moment called the Imperial Kiss, which is not in the movie, but like symbolically, it's in the
Okay.
movie. Because it's like after Russia is defeated, after Austerlitz, after oh god, with the Jena. There's a couple other battles. In
Okay.
there.
Yina.
They meet, the two of them,
Mhm.
and it's when Napoleon essentially pitches the continental system. It's
Yeah,
like, together we can rule the world.
Yeah.
You know.
Join me.
Yeah. And they seal it in front of their armies with the imperial. They kiss each other on the mouth.
The Holy Roman Emperor never told you what happened to your mother. She was
He told me
fuck-
you killed him.
No, she fucked a horse. That's impossible. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Your mother's pussy took horse cock. No! So he kisses him on the mouth.
Yes. It's
It was
very
a
hot.
French kiss.
It's very hot.
One would, I guess by technical terms, it is a French kiss.
After the failure of the continental system, Russia is going to lead the way in the next coalition. Alexander betrays him.
Okay.
Right.
Everybody betray me.
I'm fed up with this world.
Why? Doesn't she cheat on his character in the room? Yeah, she does. She
Yeah.
cucks him, right?
Yeah.
He's very much like Napoleon.
He is Napoleon.
Took a lot of influence. This movie took a lot of influence.
There's
from
so many like great works of art based on the life of this man.
The Room.
The Room.
Can we include The Room?
Yes, absolutely.
Who would be the role of Greg Sestero?
Oh, that'd probably be the King of Sweden,
King of Sweden.
Marshal Bernadotte.
Okay.
When he goes on his great campaign in Russia,
Yeah.
he installs Bernadotte, one of his marshals, as the King of Sweden, and of course, he will turn on him on the Great Retreat. So the Swedes now are at war with France, and it's his own friend.
Everybody betray me.
Everybody betray me.
Everybody betray me.
Today, the current royal family in Sweden are descendants of Bernadotte.
Whoa.
Yeah.
When he said "hello, doggy," it was in reference to "hello, boy" for Napoleon's horse.
You know what? You know what they should
Hi,
have.
doggy.
Yeah. You know what they should have included in this movie? The
What?
Rabbit War. When
Yeah,
he's
that
like,
would have been a great moment.
well, if you're
How do you
doing
not-
anti-Napoleon propaganda,
Put that in there.
in
Why
a.
not?
You people that like you that don't know that full story though would be like, what the fuck? You're making this guy such a goof.
Well, it makes him even more silly, which is like kind of fitting for the movie. You
Oh
could've-
yeah.
it would have fit.
What's up?
Measuring cup.
That.
You know, I just
You never know what's gonna come through those doors.
So, let's go here. Okay, so the French are gearing up for an invasion of Britain.
Yep.
Britain cannot stand to the French army landing on their shores. That'll be the end of England.
The Navy is the thing that can
Yes,
protect them.
why wasn't
Now-
that the first thing?
because it just wasn't possible because of the British Navy. It's not until roughly 1812, 1910 that the French even have a navy that can parody the British.
Mm.
And it's because they've conquered Spain and assumed the entire
They
Spanish
took the
navy.
Spanish Navy.
Right.
So, because like, let's say, was there any moment where you couldn't, that you didn't have to attack Austria and could have won after the British instead?
No,
Because
the
Austria
Austrians
would
are
come.
too dangerous.
They would have came back.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's defeated all his enemies.
He did everything in the right
Right.
order.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what happens. The French Navy combined French-Spanish fleets mass in the Mediterranean. They sail around Spain, and they run into the British Navy outside of a town called Trafalgar.
Yep.
And it is the largest naval battle of all time up to that point. And Admiral Horatio Nelson, who has the victor of the Nile.
He might be the greatest naval commander of all time.
He's the greatest. He's on the short list of greatest Britons ever to live.
Obviously, Great Britain's, but as far as worldwide naval commanders, he might be the best.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
The French are utterly destroyed here. Nelson dies in the battle.
But he saves the
But
country.
he saves Britain. Like, no doubt about it, this would have been the end of the British.
This
as a
is
people.
heroic sacrifice
Yes.
to save the country.
And with that battle, the invasion of England is over. It cannot happen.
Yep.
So he redirects his forces at the next enemy, which is, of course, the Russians. He's funding this, and this is just a side note, which really isn't all that important in the grand scheme of things, but he's funding this with money gained by selling massive territories to the United States.
Hell
Because
yeah.
that is the Louisiana Purchase, right?
Well, we're I think America.
Are we the baddies?
No, I think we're rooting for Napoleon, right?
100%.
Yeah, we're like fucking, like there's an American reading the paper about Trafalgar Square, and they're like, "God damn it! I thought he was going to do it."
So now we have the Grand Armée, right? This is the largest army ever assembled up to this point.
It's cool.
Until World War I.
It's cool in the movie when he's talking about it.
Yeah, so the Grand Armée is like, if you're a Napoleonic history buff, this is the creme de la creme. You know?
Yeah.
It's just the greatest army ever.
It's
right?
sick.
And it's multinational. You've got all kinds of
Yep.
different peoples in it.
A coalition of the willing, some would say.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know if willing is the correct terminology, but
And he marches this fucking monstrosity across all of Europe and goes deeper and deeper into the Russian frontier. He bypasses St. Petersburg, which is the capital.
Why?
That's a good question. I'm not really in his head about that. I'm sure people will tell you. There's an answer to that question.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I know what it is. But he goes for the ancient symbolic capital of Moscow, because before, of course, St. Petersburg was the capital. It was Moscow. Maybe it was just...
if you don't take Moscow, you don't destroy the nation.
He didn't. He just so basically he had a choice between going to Moscow or St. Petersburg, and it was he wanted to get Moscow so he could force a peace treaty.
You don't take the nation if you don't take Moscow.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't want to just... He realized... You know what? That's got to be it. He realized he can't rule Russia.
Yeah,
You need the Tsar.
yeah,
So if you can just defeat him and then force him to rule
Yeah.
in your image,
yes.
then you can do that.
That's
Yeah,
what he
that makes
wants.
a hell of a lot more sense. Why didn't I think of that?
Okay.
So there's a battle, Borodino.
Yeah.
So all while the French are marching through Russia, they're being attacked by guerrilla war bands, Cossacks, all kinds. Like, if you stray off the path as a French soldier, you're dead.
Yeah.
They did a great job at this.
It was
with
awesome.
that, Yeah.
Borodino, when the Russians finally decide to stand and fight, the French win, but it is
huge
the
losses.
bloodiest battle of the entire era.
It's the bloodiest Napoleonic.
Yes,
Battle,
more
yeah.
men die in this battle than any other. And when you are a French army thousands of miles from home,
It's more of a problem.
those casualties hurt a lot more.
Yes.
Uh,
Because they're breeding new Russians every day.
Well, I mean, technically, in a year time frame, you're gonna get a whole bunch of new soldiers off the youth, the
That's
French
what I'm
army.
saying.
Yeah. So at that time, for the French, youth,
matters.
Yeah, it definitely matters.
So they march. They enter Moscow.
Yep.
And the Muscovites flee. This
is so cool in the
There's
movie.
no one left, and it's done perfectly. I actually love this.
He walks in.
He
and
walks
it's
in,
a ghost.
everyone's gone,
I love the line here.
and he's like, "What is going on?"
300,000 people. They all evacuated.
He's like,
Like, yeah.
he's like, there's no like fight for me.
Yeah, there's
What-
no victory.
Yeah,
There's no glory.
Yeah, he's like, what?
Yeah.
They gave him blue balls.
And then, just randomly, the spark.
Well, at night, I like he sees the empty throne and he just sits on it, and it's
Yeah.
like, this means nothing,
Yeah,
you know. And then he's sleeping at night, and he wakes up, and the city's
the
on
city's
fire.
on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Who
burned
did this?
The Russians.
The
They
Russians. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
No, this had to be one of our guys. No, sir. They did it.
they burnt their own city.
And why is this so bad? Because it's winter now.
Yep.
Because winter comes early in Russia, and
Just like Napoleon in this movie.
there's no supplies anymore.
Resources.
There's
are
no
gone.
shelter.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go.
Yup, you're in the fucking Russian wilderness.
At this point, if you're Napoleon, you gotta turn back.
And that's what he does.
You gotta turn back.
Yeah.
You
Well,
got fucked.
in the movie, they have people begging him, like, after that big battle. What's the name of it?
Borodino.
Bordino. They're like, stop now. Let's go recoup in Poland, and we'll continue in the spring. And he's like, fuck
No,
that.
Moscow's in reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get why he does it.
Yeah,
But-
because who could conceive of it?
Yeah. But looking at it from our eyes, you're like, you're like, Napoleon, no, like, you're fucking up.
yeah.
Like, go rest. You know? But then, you know, you're going to have more
Go
bloody
get
battles.
those sores
but-
off your ass.
All right, playing armchair quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He stops it after that battle.
At Borodino.
Goes back to Poland.
Where is he? He's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You're in the fucking wilderness.
He has to go to Moscow.
Oh man.
You can't. You can't go to Moscow.
He's in a no-win scenario, right? Like he can't win this.
You don't have the manpower. You don't have the supplies. That's it. End of story.
If
And-
you could somehow capture the Tsar, that is the only way. You have to put the Tsar in your
Do you think if
custody.
he
You
goes
have-
to
you
St.
can't-
Petersburg instead?
You can't capture the Tsar. You have to kill him.
But
you
then-
have to
but then
send
you- but then
assassins to kill
You've
him.
decapitated the government, and there's no one to deal with.
You
know?
need to kill him.
The Russian people have to be curtailed somehow. You know,
You send assassins. Let's say
just
you get
creating
stopped.
anarchy on the fucking steppe
It's fine.
does nothing for you.
It does great for you. It does great for you
It
because
does keep
the people who are under anarchy are going to flee to something that has rule and containment of the horror.
Mm-hmm.
They will flee to you. You assassinate the czar in the capital, shit starts falling
I mean,
apart.
that's a tall order. That's a crazy tall order. Like you're gonna get an agent into his court that's gonna kill, and then
I
live.
mean, Come on, man. What else would
How
you
many?
do?
Like
We're playing armchair quarterback. How do we get Napoleon to win this? What do we do?
I just told you how. You have to kill the czar.
You got to go for St. Petersburg instead of Moscow, I think.
that's obvious because we know what happens.
Moscow doesn't
otherwise,
work.
right?
Yeah.
So there has to be a different target, and it has to be St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
A government falling apart is way easier to conquer than
Not-
a government held together.
I look at it like this: like you know when Alexander was hunting Darius
Yeah.
in Persia,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
It's very similar.
Like if he can't get his hands on Alexander, then he has nothing. It doesn't matter how much he conquers.
Is there any sort now Alexander's popular? Is there any
Yes.
sort of home front group that doesn't like him? Like maybe he could fund like a rebellion or something.
Well, yeah, probably. There's definitely Russian dissidents like the serfs and stuff.
Yeah.
But again, those people all tend to love the Tsar. Like this is
Yeah.
the same problem Lenin had. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's definitely rebels. There's always rebels.
All right. So the only thing we can really agree on is he's got to go for St.
The
Petersburg.
problem is Napoleon really doesn't have allies. They all hate
Yeah,
him.
that's-
Like, you can't, like, go to the Turks and be like, Turks, you attack the Russians, you know? Because
Yeah.
that's always the classic thing. Russians and the Turks are always fighting. each
Yeah.
other. The Turks hate him, too.
He made a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
You can't
Got
be
a lot of enemies.
You can't be a tyrant and then expect
Right.
people to help
Maybe
you
the
out here.
Finns?
What?
The Finns hate the Russians.
Yeah.
The Finns were like a third of the population compared to like their
Like a-
neighbors.
a-
Like, get
a
out of here.
15th.
Yeah, like you're not.
They'll just be excited to get some Russian blood
I
on
said
their
compared
hands.
to their neighbors, compared to the French of 15. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird.
It's tough.
It's he's in a tough spot. But,
Well, he's in a spot of retreat.
so the movie does a horrendous job.
Of the retreat.
Yeah. It doesn't characterize it as what it actually was in any good way whatsoever. It just warps to like we're in Paris now.
He gets back and like he's fucked up.
We have
The movie wraps up so quick after this.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, it's basically over.
it's like right after that he's in like a conference and they're like, "Yeah, you're done. You're exiled.
you're exiled. Yeah.
You lost the battle." And it's like, "What?"
Here's some letters from Josephine.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a whole like massive campaign.
Yeah,
That
it's an
this
entire
retreat is.
season. It's an entire season.
We're
of a TV
marching
show,
across.
yeah.
We're marching back across all of Europe while being under attack the entire time.
And he manages to keep the army together and
Keeps
get
it
back.
together, wins battles, fucking has rear guard actions that like maintain the French occupation of zones.
Why is he exiled?
Why instead of like executed?
He fell.
No, not just because he failed a campaign. They overthrow their
The
leader.
Allies
He lost too
march
much.
into France.
See, they don't show this in the movie. They
Right.
show he lost. He gets home, and it looks like the French are like, "You lost. We're done."
The Allies march into France. He, like I said before, executes in a brilliant campaign to keep them at bay as long as humanly possible.
Uh-huh.
And when he returns to Paris, it's clear that he can't win. And Talleyrand convinces him, along with his
Yeah.
generals. He doesn't want to abdicate.
Yeah, no.
He's like he wants to sue for a peace that maintains France's borders before the revolution. He wants to restore like the old status quo
Okay.
from 20 years ago.
The original.
There's no going home,
Yeah.
you know?
The rest of the world will not abide that at
right.
this point.
He has to go.
Yeah.
The only way that the Allies are going to be satisfied is if he's gone.
Okay.
And
The French don't want him dead.
well, they'd like to see him dead, but if they can
The
do
French
this,
people?
oh, the French people, no.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
So they don't want to piss everyone off, so
Right.
that's why they exile him.
But the Allies,
Well,
would love,
yeah.
the Allies would love to see him swing.
Yeah.
But they come to a negotiated peace, essentially. Talleyrand is like, Talleyrand's such a piece of shit. Like, he's
He's
contacted.
Littlefinger.
He's talking to the Allies and, like, telling them how to win.
yeah.
And, like, opening
He's
the
setting
gate-
himself
He's
up for the-
essentially opening the gates for them.
He's setting himself up for the next government.
He's
Yeah.
playing both
Yeah.
sides.
right.
So he always comes out on top. Yeah.
And Napoleon abdicates and hands the crown over to his son, who's an infant.
Yeah.
You know, it's not gonna.
It doesn't
means
matter.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And of course, we get the Elba exile.
Yes.
Right. That's where this all culminates.
How do you think they handled him on Elba in this? I thought it was pretty cool.
It was fine.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elba's like a real place.
Yeah.
I don't know why he still has a military uniform, but you know whatever.
Because he's the emperor.
That's-
He's the emperor of Elba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Sure.
nothing.
Yeah.
And in the movie, they have him there, and he's like fucking bored.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Walking around,
fuck this.
talking to people.
He's like, I gotta get back in this.
You got to get back in the game.
He's like showing little girls how to sword fight.
yeah.
He's a man of the people. This
Right.
is when you see him be a man of the people after he's defeated.
Actually, yes.
This is when you
This
actually
is
see
what
him
he always
charismatic
was.
and shit.
This is what he always was.
Yeah, but this is the only
Yeah.
time they show it in the movie.
Yeah, and I would have liked to have seen just lip service at least, just on the characterization they give him. Like, can we talk about some of the stuff he does beyond just the military stuff? I realize that there's not a lot of time in the movie for this, but show him like writing the Napoleonic Code, like these
Okay.
laws and policies that echo to the modern day, you know, or
I think that's a tall
like
order
all
for
the
any
social
movie.
stuff, you know, the constitutions and all those things. But and the restoration of the church, like all that stuff.
He brought the church back?
Yeah, he ends all the dechristianization shit and like
Okay.
brings the church back. He has a contentious relationship with the church,
Yeah.
but he does allow them like
To
legality
exist.
again.
He's not trying to kill them.
He's not trying to kill them.
Where they're like, I guess
By
it's
the end of
better-
his life, by the way, he restores like his entire like Catholic faith.
Oh yeah.
While he's in exile.
Yeah.
Uh,
So he's on Elba,
yeah,
and the movie just shows him getting some fucking boats,
yeah,
and he's like,
Yeah, I want to go home.
I'm getting the boys back together.
yeah.
The boys are back in town.
He hears news that Josephine's dancing with the Tsar.
And that pisses him off.
Yeah.
Now, in reality...
By the way, at this point, the Tsar is like the darling of Europe.
Oh, they love him.
All of Europe is hailing him as like the greatest conqueror of all time.
He beat Napoleon.
Yeah.
They fucking love him. So now, in the movie, they speed up their divorce timeline by 2 years. And the thing with Josephine and the Tsar did happen 100%.
Yeah.
So it almost is like a public cucking. Like your ex-wife is like talking
With this guy.
with this guy, the
You're
guy who
not the
beat
first
you.
Your
time.
mortal enemy.
Yeah.
Not the first time.
So in the movie, I like that he's reading and he's like, I can't abide this. Like, you don't blame him.
Yeah.
No one wants to see their ex like with
And
their mortal enemy.
I do like the characterization of the new Bourbon monarch, the Duc d'Orléans. Is it the Duc d'Orléans? Who replaced? Who was the new king?
After Napoleon?
Yeah. What's his name?
I have a question after this too.
Yeah. The king after Napoleon's initial defeat,
Is it Louis the 16th?
Louis
the 17th,
18th.
18th.
Yeah.
Right, the 16th. The 17th died in
Yes.
prison.
Okay. Yeah.
Kid.
Louis the 18th. Yep.
Yeah, he's a big fat guy.
Yeah. He looks like the guy from Ace Ventura when nature calls.
I have a question.
What's up?
Let's say Napoleon. He's trying for a kid with Josephine. Year one. It's like, this ain't happening. Fuck this broad. Kills her.
Kills her.
Yeah. Hear me out.
He kills Josephine?
Kills Josephine. Has a son earlier. Yeah. So he knows there's an heir to the throne prior to the movement of Austria and conquering the Eastern Front. Does that actually change his motivation?
No, because he already had a son.
Yeah, I had a son before that.
Yeah.
He was just a baby.
I do say
I meant like like when your son's older and you start to, you have that.
Well, it would enter a new variable into how he handles all these situations.
I do gotta say, I love the sperm testing method in the
is
1800s,
good.
where they're like,
good
let's
test.
get a hot
Yeah,
chick and
it's a
you'll
good
just
test.
fuck her, and if you get her pregnant,
She's
obviously
18.
your sperm
Yeah,
works.
she's 18 years old. She's ready.
18 years.
Yeah.
I don't know if
It's
that
the
song
only way
fits.
we can know, you know?
I mean, it is.
I gotta be tested
Realistically,
again, honey.
Yeah,
Just-
sorry,
yeah.
I gotta test every week for the next 52 weeks.
Oh, she wasn't. I need a hotter one.
Yeah, blonde this time.
Yeah.
blonde.
All right. So how does he get his army back together? And they brush over it in the movie.
He says we're bros.
But this is like such a hard feat, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
With almost no communication.
So he sneaks his way back into France,
Mhm.
and obviously the veterans are still loyal to him, so they just flock to his back.
They're like, the real king's back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You only need to get into a room of officers, and now you have enough people.
Yeah.
The word will spread.
All he has to do is walk. Yeah. Anyone he approaches and they see his face is like, thank God.
Yeah.
Walk into a
Yes.
tavern.
Yeah.
Any tavern, next thing you know, you now have control. Yeah, congratulations. You're alive.
And
There are like some of his marshals. They have that scene where I think it's Ney. I may be saying the wrong thing here.
yeah.
Marshal Ney is like
His guy.
his best guy. He's a hero on like dozens of occasions. But I think he's the one who is tasked with putting him down.
Really?
And marches up to him, and those are the guys that defect to him, and then he's like, "You're right. Like I gotta just stand by the emperor. He's my guy." Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm looking.
And a lot of these guys will end up getting executed after all this is over.
Really?
Yeah.
So Ney commanded the left wing of the army for Napoleon, so definitely that. during the 100 Days. When he heard of Napoleon's return to France, Ney determined to keep France at peace and show his loyalty, and he organized a force to stop Napoleon's march on Paris. Ney also pledged to bring Napoleon back alive in an iron cage. Aware of Ney's plan, Napoleon sent him a letter which said in part, "I shall receive you as I did after the Battle of Moskowa. Moskowa?
Scanners. I
I don't know.
Moskowa. Something in Poland.
Yeah. On March 14th, on the main square, Ney joined Napoleon with a small army of 6,000 men. Ney's reconciliation with Napoleon was a body blow to the monarchy's hopes of retaining control of the army and with it France.
Yeah.
The king abandoned Paris for 2 days after Ney's treason, in quotes on Wikipedia, became known in the capital. So there you go. That's definitely what it was.
Right.
That's a good historical detail that you know. That,
Yes.
Yeah.
So, he's getting the band back together.
Yep. The boys are back for you. Boys are back in town.
I don't know how to say that in French.
Yeah.
I don't.
Les hommes.
Le home.
Le
I
home.
don't know how to say back in town.
Yeah, I know how to say back in town.
Le home, I know
Le
it's
home
boys,
is boy, yeah.
Le garçon.
Now, this is known as the 100 Days, right? Where he is attempting to reestablish himself, and the Allies are like, "We gotta stop.
We gotta nip this in the bud.
Why is he still alive?
Les garçons sont de retour en ville.
Le garçon sont de retour. What's the last part?
Boys back in
In
town.
ville, yeah, the boys
Ville.
are back in town. In ville is village.
Oh, in Ville. Okay.
Long story short, in Belgium, there is a town called Waterloo where the armies gather and the Allies go in one final battle with
Yep.
the Emperor.
They go ham.
Yes.
One battle to end it all. And
They
this
are
is
led by the Duke of Wellington,
yes.
who has made a name for himself in Spain, is like the premier guy, and the movie fucks this up because it looks like, if you look at the movie, the British have dug in, well, the Allies have dug in
Yeah.
and made like all these earthworks and fortifications.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
Okay.
Wellington purposely
Kept things
wanted
mobile.
to show Napoleon, I will fight you on an equal level. We're not going to do any of this fucking digging in bullshit. Because if he
Okay.
had, what would Napoleon do? He'd just move around.
Yeah.
He wouldn't fight him. Right? He's like, okay, he's going to offer me a square battle. And that's when Napoleon's at his absolute best. This was literally like, give me the best you got, and I'm going to give you the best I got.
Let's
And-
stand in front of each
and
other
this
like
is
fucking
the
men.
realest shit ever.
Two guys, it's the equivalent of if the two of them got there and squared up and just slugged.
This is why it's called the Beef Wellington and not the Beef Napoleon.
Napoleon is the shitty cookie. Or that shitty ice cream that nobody likes. Because it has 3 flavors that don't mesh well together. You get your chocolate, your strawberry, your vanilla all together. It becomes a goopy.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's horrible.
Unlike the superior Spumoni.
And then we get the cavalry squares, which is the famous imagery from this
Yes.
battle. And it is a slugfest.
It's cool. They do
And the old guard, has to go out one final time, who have never retreated, ever.
Yep.
And is this in the movie? I don't know.
the squares.
I'm going to be honest. I kind of was falling asleep watching this part of the movie. So,
I was so checked out, but I could tell you that the squares were done by the Wellington forces.
Right.
And the cavalry. So what Napoleon did in the movie was he initiated the cannon strike. Wellington digs in, which is bullshit. You have the infantry moving forward. They take the first 3 volleys because Napoleon knew that they had that
Yeah.
setup. And then they do the cavalry charge behind it, but because they were in the square formation, the cavalry just circles the square. Because horses, the restraint line will jump. If they see a corner,
Yeah.
they will curve that corner. It's just like a natural thing they do, like you mentioned before. So the Wellington forces use the same tactic that Napoleon discovered and against them.
Yeah. the thing that wins the day for the Allies.
Well, before you talk about that, can I mention something?
Sure.
This is also
Featured in the Ice song Waterloo.
it is. Waterloo is also the name of the water park that Napoleon goes to in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
yes.
He's just drawn to
With
Waterloo.
the He's in like a
The full outfit.
The full outfit. Yeah.
Iggy Piggy.
Ziggy Piggy.
Are
Yeah.
they making another one?
They have another one. The third one came out.
I didn't see it. Oh shit.
Did you see
It's
it?
not bad, but they do the thing I hate the most about legacy reboots.
What's that?
Every classic comedy character, when they do a legacy reboot, they always have daughters. Even in the previous versions, when they have sons. At the end of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, they go, "This is Bill S. Preston Jr." And this is, and they introduce their sons.
Right.
In the new one, they're just chicks.
Uh-huh.
And it's about how we have to pass things off to the next generation, and they know better. And
Oh my
it's the
God.
worst trope that they do in fucking everything.
Wow.
They did it in Coming to America. They did it in fucking Jay and Silent Bob reboot. It's like we always I'm a guy with a daughter. It's like I would never want to make a movie that's
About
like
Brian.
it's like I gotta pass it to the daughter, man.
gotta
She
pass-
knows better.
I gotta pass her the technique of the checking the oil. I gotta pass her this tech. No, you're not doing it.
But what I wanted to talk about in the movie is this is a spiritual victory for the French in a way.
How do you figure?
It's an
What?
act of defiance to the rest of the world and a last stand that says, we're not going down like that.
Right.
It's a middle finger.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's like, we may lose here, but
And
Fuck you.
You're right, because what will the French eventually do down the road? You have 1848, which is a resurgent of all of the nationalist shit that the conservatives have been trying to smash down for the better part of a century, for 40 years at that point.
yeah.
20 years.
So it's like,
Yeah. But yeah, what I was going to say
it's
before.
a statement.
The thing that wins the day for the Allies is that the day before, the Prussian army had been spotted. And Napoleon's whole thing, what had made him so good is he was perfect at moving insanely fast and not allowing armies to coalesce. So
Okay.
he'd attack sections of armies
Before they could.
They say in the movie.
Yeah, and he doesn't let them get together and organize.
I think he says it himself, where it's just like
Speed.
we're all about. I'm the only person who can move an entire European army, at that rate.
Yeah, where he's like, I'm the only person that could galvanize an army to
Yeah.
go across all of Europe like
The
this.
Prussians managed to escape the day before,
Okay.
and at the middle of this battle, this giant cataclysm, they reappear, and the new fresh Prussian blood that comes pouring into the Allied side overwhelms the French.
It's
to
too
the last
much.
day. Yeah, and that's it. He's done.
He's exiled to Helena,
Saint Helena,
where he will die
off
of
the
syphilis.
coast of Africa.
Possibly
Possibly
poisoned.
poisoned.
6 years later or 4 years?
It's not terribly long.
It's not long.
Yeah.
Time. But it's under 8 years. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's exiled. He has syphilis. His dick falls up. I believe it's shrined somewhere now.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure about that. Give me one
His
second.
tomb is in Paris now.
Wait, no. Don't glaze this over. Napoleon's dick is shrined somewhere.
It fell off because of syphilis, I believe, rotted off. And then they bronzed it and put it
Before
somewhere.
or after his death?
Oh, when he died.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but just make sure that what you're saying is. I need to
Oh,
know
here you
this.
go.
I need to know this.
There's a whole Wikipedia article. Napoleon's penis was allegedly amputated during an autopsy shortly after his
Autopsy.
Allegedly.
Autopsy.
Hold on. Amputated during an autopsy shortly after his death in 1821. Since then, it has passed through several owners. It was exhibited in New York City and was purchased by John K. Latimer in 1977 and is still owned by his family.
Wow.
It is described as resembling a piece of leather or a small shriveled eel.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so his dick is on display. In the movie, they have Wellington and Napoleon meet, which never happened.
Yeah.
But I do like this scene.
They do the game recognizes game.
I enjoy that. I think I always will appreciate that. That's cool. But I like the
Can
scene.
I tell you a little tidbit?
Yeah.
I just read that American Revolution book. John Paul Jones. You know who he is?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So, John Paul Jones, after winning a major victory against British squadron,
Yeah.
he captured the captain of the admiral of
Okay.
this mini fleet that was sent to destroy him. And the guy, I forget his name, asks him, "Who's serving on your ship? Like, what kind of men?" Because Jones has been operating out of France, right, for years. He's using the French as a base of operations to attack the English.
And he's like, you're using Frenchman, right?
Right. He's like, he goes, "No, there's mostly Americans on my ship."
He's like, no way.
And then the British guy goes, "Then diamond is cut diamond."
Gay recognized game, yeah.
Dang.
But in the movie, this is kind of encapsulates something that happens after when he writes his memoirs and he captures the next generation. In the movie, they have the scene where the youth are enraptured with him. He's talking to like 9 kids before Wellington gets there, and they love Napoleon.
They're like, oh, they love him.
Of course, Bonapartism will go on to be like a political party.
Oh, really? In France?
Yeah. Have you ever seen his current descendant? It's his clone.
What?
Search it.
Napoleon's great-great-grandson recently, like a year ago,
So he's
married the last Habsburg princess.
hold on, wait. So Napoleon.
Oh, there's still royalty?
They have no power, but the family still exists.
Oh, wait.
Napoleon's great-great-grandson.
So Napoleon's kid that we see like in the movie and shit.
He lived.
He had kids and sires and shit.
Yeah, I actually think he died in Africa fighting for the British, but he had children.
I want to see his great-great-grandson.
He's Napoleon's clone. He looks just like him.
It's his great grandson.
Yeah.
Does he look like?
He's like 35 now.
What?
And he just got married.
He's 39.
He got married to a Habsburg princess.
Yes.
He's still royal.
Countess Olympia von und zu Arco-Zeinberg.
How's she look?
She's hot.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Well,
me see this.
here's Jean Christopher
Bonaparte.
Yeah.
No
Jean
fucking
Christopher
way.
Prince Napoleon.
He looks exactly like him.
Oh my god! Wait, turn it more. Wow.
Does she have the Habsburg chin? That's the
Can I
next
see?
thing I got.
Can I see her? Yeah.
Her Wikipedia page doesn't have a picture, so let me Google her.
That's horseshit.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a picture of a princess. Come on. What are you doing, Wikipedia?
That's fucking crazy. it looks just like him.
So hold on.
What's your favorite Napoleon quote?
Oh, picked up with the sword. I found the crown of France
Yeah.
lying in the gutter. I picked it up with my sword.
I like
So
he
let
who fears being conquered is sure of defeat.
in
Oh,
theory.
and another great one is a man who saves his country commits no crime.
That's a good one. Oh, what about they have this one in the movie about the mistakes. Of course, I've never made a mistake.
Show me the
she's
princess.
okay.
Show me the princess. I would.
Yeah, she's all right. I mean,
So you're telling me, in theory,
We
yeah,
could restore the monarchy.
the
you're
picture,
thinking way
wait,
too cool.
The picture
I
I
was
just
gonna say,
hold on,
I
wait,
could-
shut up.
No,
One second.
no, this is way
the picture
better.
I just showed you is them at the premiere of Napoleon.
So
They went.
I could have went to the. In theory, one of us, specifically me, could have went to the premiere of Napoleon and had sex with Napoleon's lineage.
Yes.
And if they have a daughter, like tomorrow, in 18 years, I could dilute.
With your awful blood.
Here's the good news: they had their first child last year.
Thank
Is it
God.
a girl?
Prince Louis Napoleon.
Yes!
Son of a bitch!
There's still hope.
The blood will continue. Yeah, she's the great granddaughter of Austrian Emperor Charles I, the last reigning emperor of Austria.
There you go. Franz Joseph.
How do these two meet? Like, what secret shit is going on that lets these two meet? You know?
I'm sure they worship a god that is not.
What black ritual?
Ball, yeah. What ballish machinations were at play?
What is that statue that was in Moloch?
Moloch, yeah. So in the movie, he just kind of dies.
Yeah.
That's it. He keels over and drops dead.
It was just like, yeah, he died. He died in exile. It's like, oh, cool.
He's still writing letters to her as he dies, and that's kind of it.
She's dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
We kind of skipped over that.
Well, they don't even really show her death.
No, they don't.
Yeah, it kind of happens off screen.
Didn't she get blown up by a bomb?
No.
Josephine?
That would have been fucking crazy.
or no. Oh, they showed that in a movie. They get hit by a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're divorced. You know, he has a kid with someone else who's pretty cute in the movie too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Napoleon does all right for himself. He's a coxman. But
Okay.
that's it for the movie.
We got to rate this. And
I'll go first.
you could.
I never go first. I'll go
You
first.
want to go first? Go first.
I think you have to view this as a couple of different ways. You gotta view it.
I already know he's going too high.
Nope. I don't think so. You
No?
gotta vision. You gotta view it through the visual aspect. You gotta view it for the historical aspect, and you gotta view it taking into account that this is British propaganda against Napoleon once again, following in the great tradition. And I think if you view it as acknowledging that this is a piece of British propaganda, and
It's a 10 out of 10.
it's continuing the lineage of British anti-Napoleon propaganda. Yes. Which can't be denied because they've sullied the man's name where everyone thinks he's a short, fat guy. Literally, if you go to anybody, what do you know about Napoleon? He's short.
Yeah.
So it has been the most effective propaganda
Napoleon
campaign
complex,
of all
yeah.
time.
Yeah. Napoleon complex.
Yes. So I think that the movie has its flaws. I think its biggest sin is that if you're doing a British propaganda piece anti-Napoleon, he's not goofy enough. It's not slanderous enough if you're trying to do that. It's
I
not.
think you're wrong.
It's not enough. It's not enough of a farce. I think he still comes off pretty well and competent, despite having some personal issues at times. I think its biggest sin is that it's kind of about nothing. It's almost
There's no meaning.
It's almost like these things happen.
But that's where
I think it's a 7.
No, that's far too high.
That's high.
Its meaning is to be disparaging.
Yes.
That's its point.
Yeah.
That's why this movie was made.
Yeah, it's British propaganda.
But you have, like, let's say you take out, let's say you didn't know that this was British propaganda and you rate it as a
funny.
movie.
Like,
Am I
why,
wrong?
why are you making anti-Napoleon propaganda?
Am I
Don't
wrong
know.
though?
He's not wrong. The man's not wrong. Let's admit it.
I don't think he's wrong,
But
it's
I'm
just
not
so
going to.
stupid
I'm
and
not
pointless.
giving a rating based on propaganda level, and I'm also not giving bonus points because it's like, oh, it succeeded in propaganda. I'm giving it a rating based on movie and history factor.
I had fun watching it.
I'll say this: I told you walking into the studio
Yeah.
today. I said, for some reason, in my heart,
You know you're funny.
I know I'm funny. I make jokes. People laugh. I wanted this movie. I wanted to watch this movie and be like, I can't wait for the next scene.
I wanted to love it.
Midway, halfway through, in my head, I'm like, I just can't wait for this to be over. The movie doesn't capture you. It doesn't.
Look, the movie is lacking a lot. I'm not going to deny that it has
There's
flaws.
no story.
It's not about anything. It's various snapshots of the guy's life. The filmmaking is great. I'm so happy to see like 300 guys on horses.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like there's so much good here.
So
I'll take a million of these
I had-
over other shit.
I had the opposite experience. Like, whereas I went into this already decided I hated it,
Okay.
and it won me back in not being as egregious as I thought it was going to be.
Uh-huh.
It's visually great. Like, it
Yeah.
looks great, and
Yeah.
I'm such a fan of the era that just the visuals on screen are just really enjoyable
Yeah.
for me. There's no reason for this movie to exist other than just raw, like, hatred.
It's Ridley Scott wanted to
And
make a Napoleonic movie.
Because you're ridiculing and putting down a guy I kind of like, I'm not gonna be on board
Look,
with
if this
that.
was a George Washington movie,
you'd be
I'd be
burning his house down.
I'd be like, I have to find Ridley Scott and murder him.
Yeah.
He slandered like my hero.
Yeah.
I know my rating.
There's way too much left out and like no coherent narrative to like say this is a decent movie. It's not a decent movie. The historical inaccuracies are egregious and plentiful.
I'll bump it 6 point. You're convinced me. 6.5.
Brought down half a point.
I can live with 6.5.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
I'm okay
Okay.
with you giving a 6.5. I guess I was leaning towards that.
There's
I
really
want to give it a 5.
There's
It's a
no
5.
bad performances. Like it's well made.
Everything is fine.
I'm disagreeing
Yeah.
with you.
The problem is it's not sang enough.
I'm
It's
disagreeing
yeah.
with you. I'm disagreeing with you wholeheartedly. There's 2 actors in this movie.
Yes.
There's Napoleon and Josephine.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no
Everyone
fucking
else-
act. And even then, they don't say anything. They don't
Yeah.
have any emotion really. Like it's either
Especially him.
we're stern or we're sad. And it's mildly sad or maybe mildly angry, but there's no real story. There's nothing to captivate you. And granted, we are a show that is saying, hey, this is the real history. This is what's wrong with it. This is what's right with it. You could still take liberty to at least make it a movie. Like, and still
It's
be
not really an
true.
entertaining movie.
It's not entertaining.
No, it's look. I'm never gonna watch this again.
Scenes are, that's the thing.
You gave it way too high a grade.
a 6 to 7. You're gonna watch it again.
No, that's not true. I had
A
enough.
7, you'll watch it again.
I
I'll say
had
that.
enough. I had enough of a decent time watching it, where I was like, I was always interested with what I was seeing, but ultimately the ending.
You also have a passing love of this era too. So
Look,
you're gonna get drawn in. by that.
I love this shit. I love
don't.
history.
Yeah.
I'm a Ridley Scott fan.
Yeah,
Like I love Ridley Scott. Like he's one of my favorite directors.
Fucking Gladiator.
So it's like, look, when it's a Ridley Scott historical movie, you know you're getting bullshit.
Yeah. Because he just does not care.
But again, it's like,
Yeah, but
But this-
Gladiator was bullshit, and it's not a story.
but that was a story. This one,
isn't
he
a
also
story.
forgot how to make movies in the last.
I think so.
25
Yeah,
minutes.
I think that's he probably.
I
Listen,
think-
how old is he now? He's got to be.
Oh, he's past his prime. There's no
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah.
But again, he's so driven by hate that he can't acknowledge that like Napoleon is
great.
like
Yeah.
he like what-
Legit great.
He comes from nothing, and like you don't put enough of that in the movie, and you don't have his downfall's not tragic. It's not funny. It's legit nothing.
It's nothing.
It's a textbook.
Yeah.
That's what this movie is closest to. It's like obviously there's like some character moments, but it's basically like this happened and this happened.
And the fact that there's no historical context to anything, it doesn't give any weight to the events you're seeing on screen.
right. You're just seeing loss
You're
of
just
life.
seeing like things happen, and you're like, why does this matter?
There's
a lot of
problems
loss
for
of
sure.
life. A lot of loss of life with nothing behind it. Which is my problem with the Napoleonic era. As I spoke to Ann earlier, I was just like, I'm never attracted to this era because of that. And if I should be the one arguing that like Ridley Scott did a great job of that, because that's how I feel about that era. The borders never changed. The technology didn't advance much, and the only thing that changed was society for the worse. So it's like, yeah, fuck Napoleonic era.
This is crazy talk.
Wha-
I gotta throw a wrench in the system because otherwise we're just all on the same page.
what are you gonna? What are you giving it, Ant?
I'm giving it a 5.
You gave
It's
it
a 5.
5.
It's
What,
a 5.
You didn't give it a score, Steve.
It's a 5.
5? Okay.
It's a 5.
Yeah. Look, I had enough fun watching it. You know, it's
Let me see.
and I like this era. You know, I read a fucking book about a French general. Like,
Yeah, you should
like,
be more mad than us.
I'm
Hold
not.
on. Okay. All right. I need to preface this.
Yeah.
You came in today.
Yeah.
And we were recording and stuff happened, and Brian was like, I need a pen. I forgot to do my drawing. I'm going to be honest with the audience here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was not a
Let's be
legit
honest.
drawing.
This
He
is not a
made this
legit
in the
drawing.
studio.
This is not a legit drawing. And I looked at Brian honestly, and I was like, please don't do this. Do not force this.
You know what it is. What is it, Ant? What are you looking at?
I don't want you to ever do
Okay.
drawing again. I don't want you to do it.
I
don't
know.
want you to.
I
don't
know
want
what
you to.
some of
I know
these
exactly
things are.
what
I
it
don't
is.
know. I don't know what all these.
I know
things
exactly. That's
Are. So
you. Fuck you. Insult.
you've made a man on horseback who
Yes.
is wearing a chef's hat.
It's the Napoleon hat.
That's a good Napoleon tat.
Okay.
I think.
All right, because I know what you're trying to draw him shooting at the pyramid.
Yes.
Why is Napoleon?
What?
Do you know how horses work? Like, do you know? Like.
Yeah, it's some sort of like a fence. He's sitting on a fence.
No,
is-
that's like a hill.
What is the thing
What's
that's
that?
above the
What
cannon
is that?
in the
Is
sky?
that smoke?
What?
That's 2 cannons, I believe, or a cannonball.
What
Let
is
me see.
this?
Let me
No,
see.
it's
What
not.
is
That's not.
I
There's a
don't know what that-
cannonball hitting the pyramid.
That's a second cannon firing.
Oh my god! It's in the sky.
You'll notice that. If you look at the picture, you'll notice there's a cannonball about to strike the top. That's what that one is firing. And there's a second.
Oh, it's a
one.
line of sight.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, and there's a
but the
second one-
cannons are the same. So the cannon behind it is 85 feet tall.
Yes. Exactly.
Don't give it. Don't.
All right.
I don't want to touch it again. I feel.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys. That was a good one. I'll say it often. I think that was a good episode.
I enjoyed it.
it was a roller coaster.
Ant, I got to give it up to Ant for this one.
Oh,
Man sauced off his ass drunk and just
I'm
reciting.
sobered up by the end.
I know, I could
You
tell.
didn't even finish. That's why.
But when you were drunk, you were just spitting the facts out like people got to see your mind.
I loved
Like
it.
if you crack open
loved it.
Ant's mind, just like history facts pour
Yeah,
out.
like a little egg. It's just like fucking textbooks.
Want to give a big thank you to Tell 'em Steve Dave, last record down in the studio. Big thank you to Brywalt Q Get 'em. We really appreciate it. Thank you everybody listening and or watching. It really means a lot. We greatly appreciate it.
I want to thank the Patreon. We did a live show before, so let's thank them.
Thank the Patreon subscribers. And speaking of Patreon, this week on the Patreon, this comes out this Wednesday, I believe, right?
I don't know what day it is. Is today Saturday?
Yeah.
Today's Saturday.
So it comes out this week. Orville Academy, episode 1.
Napoleon comes out this week.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We got nothing else in the can.
Orville Academy is fantastic. You need to watch it because you will see Brian slowly turn to loving Orville.
It's not going to
He
happen.
loves it.
This is Steve's revenge from
He loves
watching
it.
Seinfeld, a show beloved by everybody. He's making me watch a show that is on the verge of cancellation.
Beloved by everyone who
every
loves
year.
Star Trek.
Was it canceled? It was
It's
never
it was canceled and then brought back, then canceled and then
It was
brought
never
back. Yeah,
canceled.
it's like survives by the skin of its dick every year. It's
Star
like a
Trek-
cockroach.
Real Star Trek fans love it. You know this. You love Orville, right?
I liked the.
Yeah, he liked
I liked the first couple of seasons,
it. He loved it.
and then it became somewhat egregious to my sensibilities.
Yeah. But
Patreon.com/reviewing history. Check it out. There's all sorts of shows. We have 7 months worth of content there
Are
already.
you serious?
We're in July. We started in January.
Holy shit!
We have not missed a week. We are consistently dropping new
I
shit.
didn't think this was gonna last past March.
The people that
this
have
was your fault.
signed up and checked it out, they really seem to like the content.
I
So
hope
if you
so.
if you enjoy this show, I really recommend getting on there. There's all sorts of tiers, and we're having tons of fun. And you get a monthly Jimmy the Hair Guy show. What more do you want?
I'd like the Rockford Files.
Rockford
That
Files
happened
just
last
dropped.
week.
If you
I
want
wanna
to,
go on that.
if you want to hear Ant, me, and his brother, who you don't know but is great, talk about
Future
music.
now is the best.
Futures Now is good. Our film school. There's so much.
We got-
Patreon.com/reviewing history. Check it out. There's something for everybody. Thank you
Unless you like
guys.
the Blues Brothers, in which case, fuck you.
You know, it's shocking coming from somebody who owns the Blues Brothers fucking glasses.
What those?
These are on Blues Brothers glasses?
They look like they could be.
They're on his head.
We should come
They're
in one
yours.
day dressed like the Blues Brothers in the suits.
That's going to be me at Jimmy's wedding.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Wait, is that the song?
Is that not the
I
song?
don't know. What are you doing?
That's the Blues Brothers theme, isn't
I've never
it?
seen it,
They
so
have
I
a
can't.
theme?
Like when every time they come out.
They do Soul Man.
It's the Blues Brothers. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna Google
I
this.
think you're inventing this.
You still have to watch it because you
I'm
have to give the
I'm
final
not- I
ruling.
kind of don't want to.
It's
now.
on
I feel like
Netflix.
it-
You have no excuse.
That's fine. I feel like I
Put
don't
on
want
Love
to.
Guru.
Nah, that's a film.
That's something we should watch. But first, you should watch Armageddon. Anyway.
All right. Patreon.com/reviewing history. Check it out. All sorts of fun stuff. Like, subscribe, follow the show on all social media at Review History Pod on Twitter, Reviewing History Pod everywhere else. Go to patreon.com/reviewing history to sign up. Go to reviewinghistorypod.com. Peruse around the website. Perhaps buy some merch.
Don't do this.
Follow me personally on all social media at Brian Rupert. That's with 2 P's. Follow me on Letterboxd. I rank and review every single movie I watch, even the ones in my personal life. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Bye. Or should I say, bonjour?
That's hello.
Bonjour is hello.
Isn't it also goodbye?
No.
Oh, au revoir. Wait. Can we go out on something funny?
We just did.
No, this is
I'm
even.
cutting it.
This is embarrassing. Ready? I was learning French, right? I was like learning it like on my own, and I was on like,
Duolingo.
before Duolingo.
Oh,
I was on OkCupid, right? And I saw this girl. She was really pretty, and she lived in New York, and she was French. I was like, I don't speak much French, but I know one phrase. Tu es ravissant, mon chéri. And I wrote it.
What does that mean?
Means you are ravishing my darling. And I sent it to this girl that speaks French. You know what the reply was?
What?
Nothing. Because it's so douchey and
time-
embarrassing.
One
It's
time,
good.
when Brian was a waiter at Applebee's, I was walking around the dining room and I walked past him as he was greeting a table.
Yeah.
And for some reason, he was talking to the people at the table and he referred to the woman sitting there as Madame. And I like stopped and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You loved it.
Yeah, and I could tell he tried to refer to the gentleman in
Madame.
French, and he couldn't think of a word to say.
Well, now I had an
Yeah,
audience.
it was Monsieur, but he couldn't come up with that. And he just went like, guy.
The Madame was my personal douchiness. All right, that's a good note. Bye.